Welcome to Troll Games Live. My name is Stephen, and I'm joined by someone that you guys in the chat might have seen around, but he is fresh to the channel. We go way back, though, he and I. That is McCoy, right over here. Hey, McCoy. I'm hoping that we can hear you. You just got your PlayStation like a week ago, if that. And so we tried to set you up for being able to stream your audio and whatnot. So, hoping it worked out. If you can hear him, please let us know. Hey, Nader Gator. Yep, we're playing the first Borderlands, and we've been having a blast. Wow, Nader and us are both excited. Yeah, literally a blast. Wow, that actually threw you. Hey, Inferior. Could somebody let the Discord know that we are live? McCoy, you want to drive or am I driving?
I don't care. Hey, what are your primary missions?
Primary missions.
I have 2 active.
Okay, my primary missions are Road Warriors, Bandit Apocalypse, Mad Mel Killed 0 of 1, Claptrap Talk to 0 of 1, and Scooter, but I don't even know her level 35. Not even going to touch that.
I have Road Warrior and I have Scooter.
Okay, yeah, that's what I've got. Okay, cool. You guys can't hear him. All right, I'll drive us to, and your objectives are Mad Mel, Killed, and Claptrap Talk to, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Neither of which have been completed.
Okay, same here. So I don't know why it said that.
I don't either.
Okay. So McCoy is a friend from childhood. Like literally, we go back to, gosh,
First grade?
First grade, probably. Yeah. He moved away when we were little, but we kept in touch.
When the max exodus happened.
Yeah.
When everybody moved away.
Pretty much. And so we kept in touch. And he was actually in my wedding. So for those of you that watched the wedding stream, he was one of the people standing up there with me. I'll let you try to figure out which one.
Try not to cry.
Then cried a lot, apparently.
Then cried a lot.
I wish that I had, like, at some point, just gotten a glimpse of you guys.
No, man. No.
Like, I wasn't going to not look at Anna. That was never going to happen.
I know.
But I wish that, like, I had gotten a picture of how emotional you guys were.
It's bad. I accidentally looked at Miles and he was already bawling and I was like, dadgummit.
Gosh, see, I wish that moment had been captured. Where were our photogs for that? Oh, you're not listening. Oh, wait, no, you don't have... Okay, hey. I thought you had earphones in, and I was like, oh, she's not listening. No, your hair was just falling in the shape of an earbud. Also, that's what happens when I turn and look away and...
Nice park job.
Thanks, man. So, Nader, Borderlands
Great
1
job,
is...
champ.
Good hustle out there. Borderlands 1 is actually pretty different from 2. I played 2 a lot. I played pre-sequel less than 2, but still a lot. I played Borderlands 1 once, way back in the day when it was only out for like a year and a half, maybe.
I actually have a funny story for you about 2.
I would love to hear it. Go ahead.
I have us a third man who's going to play 2 with us.
Really? Who?
Jared.
Really?
Yep. He was
Awesome.
like, wait a minute, y'all are playing them in order? I said, yeah. I said, can I play 2 with you guys? I said, I don't know, I guess so.
Yeah, let's do it. 2's awesome. 2 is the best one in the series. But Nader, just to give you a few ideas of the differences, obviously we're playing as the big 4 vault hunters that you know in 2, like Roland, Lilith, Mordecai, and Brick. I'm playing Roland. McCoy is playing Lilith. And you have weapon proficiencies that go up as you use weapons. So the more you use weapons, the better you get with weapons. I love that, and I don't know why they removed it. That's like the one big thing from Borderlands 1 that I really miss and don't understand why they got rid of it. McCoy, I'm going to let you drive, since I need to read the chat every now and then.
Since you don't know how to drive.
I wasn't going to say it.
Well, since you phrase it that way.
I really hope so, Nader, because that's just way more interesting. Like, it gives you the opportunity to work with weapons outside your class. Like, I could be an effective sniper as Roland.
Yep.
If I so chose.
I'm going for revolvers.
But I do think that they did make the characters, like the skill trees, more interesting with each game. Because in this game, they're kind of cut and dry, except for Lilith. She's the one that's kind of unique. But as you progress, like the character I'm playing in 2 is a girl that built... Do we take the car? Yep, it seems that way. All right. Let's go. But the character I'm going to play in 2 is a girl called the Mechromancer, and she built her own robot that fights like a pet for her, and that's really cool. Very unique. Are we about to Thunderdome this thing?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to stick to the wall.
Good plan.
I'll
Not literally stick to the wall. Ooh, direct hit.
If we need to stop at a point, I can sit still for a second.
I need a shot. Got him. Crap. Ready to go down. Yeah, just get us out of there. Need to heal a little bit. That guy wanted to strip my flesh.
We're at quarter health.
Got it. Shoot. One more shot. Come on. There it is. Alright, got the car. Keep us looped.
We're at half health.
Here we go. That's the boss. Alright. Let's take out ad cars, I guess is what we should call them.
Yeah, we'll just, everything that's not the boss, we'll just call ads.
Yes. Excellent driving, my good sir.
Literally just have my thumbs locked.
Was it you that, for Morrowind, to level up your agility and acrobatics, had a character go into the water?
Yeah, I went to Balmora, put rubber bands on my controller, and swam into the wall while I went to sleep, went to school, came back, and had 100 acrobatics.
You're a legend.
The origin of the rubber band tricking. We're basically full health, so we can be a little more risky if we need to.
Yep. Mad Mel's at half health, a little bit less. Inferior, there are no crotch lamps in Borderlands. Really, it's the main oversight of the game series. One more shot. One more shot. Got him. And boom goes the dynamite. Nader always plays as Krieg in 2. Yeah. Krieg is great.
Well, that's his worthless piece of crap soul. Oh, is it just ground ads now?
Yeah. Sorry, I was looking at chat. Well, Austin, Borderlands 1 for PS4 is pretty cheap. It's like, what, $30 is what we spent on it?
Yeah. For Game of the Year edition.
For Game of the Year, yeah. Alright, let's head to the objective.
There's another...
Oh, that's what it was. It was a car that was stuck. Let's go. Did someone post in the Discord? That would be super duper if someone would do that.
I've received proof of Mad Mel's demise. I've trapped everywhere, so rejoice. Please
I keep trying to shoot him, but he won't die.
New Haven.
New Haven. Woo!
Oh, New Haven. That's a good place. This is where the game picks up, if I remember correctly.
It is.
Oh my god. Freaking die, you stupid robot.
We can stay here and roam about, or we can...
Move forward.
Press
Let's do
on.
it. Press onward, my good man. So, we played pre-sequel. Brodie, Miles and I. And Miles hopped into the game, hadn't played it yet, like 20 levels in, as a new character, Claptrap. So he didn't have an O2 tank yet or anything. And he immediately got himself stuck in a hole. And there were no stairs, so he was stuck for the next 30 minutes. As he was just getting XP from all of our kills. But that's funny, and I bring this up because...
That's what he needed.
That's what he needed, but also Claptrap has gotten defeated by stairs before. And it was like, wow, Miles literally plays his Claptrap. 5 seconds later, he falls victim to stairs.
Weapon equip slot.
Did we get that, or is that what we're about to get?
Let's find out.
We straight up got it. Excellent. Oh good, it's Tanis.
Alright, let's see. SMG revolver. I'm gonna throw
Ooh, a shift chest. I'm gonna use one of my 61 keys.
not a shotgun. So I'm running SMG,
Ooh.
SMG revolver, elephant gun, RPG.
Nice.
Just so you know.
Both of these guns are terrible. Woo!
I don't know why we're still getting trash loot.
Alright, so we gotta talk to Scooter, apparently. Oh, is it... Oh, I thought that was Marcus. Marcus is around here somewhere, isn't he?
I don't know if he's in this town.
This is the main town in the game, so I think he should be here, right? We did Nader Gator, and we are going to play it eventually. Oh, there's Marcus. I found him. Which means Moxie is probably here too.
There's another ammo upgrade. No, it's not. No, it's not. I lied. Same
Right, I just
upgrade.
accepted 3 quests. Also, there's a Claptrap rescue mission we can do here in New Haven, so try to find the repair kit. That'll give us more inventory space. Alright, I'm gonna look for this repair kit. We need to find Scooter.
Scared her. Quicksilver plus 3 drill power. Am I running those?
That's not the right way to do this. Crap. Oh, is this the right way to do this? I think it might be. Yep. Have you played the new DLC, Nader? Oh my gosh, just freaking go. Oh hey, this thing. Alright, you got an SCU.
Nice.
Be sure to use it. Alright, take me to a chest. Thank God. That's smart. We're gonna do the same thing. Alright, he is pelvic thrusting this wall. Well, Claptrap brought Christmas to you early. Blue lightning revolver.
ball.
I'm bringing them all to you.
It's like Christmas.
There you go.
Yep, that's Christmas.
Yeah, Roland literally even said it. That's his favorite line to say.
Heard you hunt for that vault.
Is TK okay? Oh no.
What matter? What you gonna do with treasure anyhow? All we got here is mud guns and dirt.
Alright, we already get that one. Alright, let's see.
Production,
Quest.
fire.
Alright, while you're doing all your inventory stuff, I'm gonna run some of these things.
I'll be ready here in a minute.
Okay. I'm just turning on generators. So how's everybody doing tonight? I'm doing okay. I had a frustrating day because I worked a wedding and I love weddings. Love the institution of marriage. I hate working them. Because everyone is so particular. And I don't know, everyone's on edge. It's not a good scene for me. Because I just want it to do good, and I feel like people change their minds so often at weddings that I don't have the freedom to do a good job. So that's how my day was. Jake and I recorded a lot of videos today, though. It was so that was a lot of fun. Look forward to some fresh Let's Play content in the coming weeks.
Hello again.
Alright.
See you soon.
New missions available at the New Haven Bounty Board and at Scooter. Oh man, we've got a lot of quests to do now.
Nasty up there, ain't it?
Scooter asked me to tell you about a little something something he's got. You should ask him about it.
How's that going, Nader? What you hunting for?
Atlas spares no expense in making goods that excel in every area.
Marcus also has a quest for us. I'm loading our quest bar up.
Good.
Yeah, we're not going to have any shortage of things to do.
A little power level a little bit.
Yeah, the problem with this, though, is that a lot of these quests are normal difficulty, which means they're about to be trivial as far as XP is concerned.
I mean, we could ignore them.
Let's go back and check on TK Baja. Because if I remember right, that's a sad mission. How was your day, Inferior? Did you guys have a favorite thing from E3? I don't know if we've talked about that yet. The podcast this coming week, though, on Monday, is going to be our recap of E3. We meant to talk about our favorite things from E3, but we kind of just gave our general impressions of the whole thing. Had to give you an explosive ramp.
Gonna take this thing off any sick jumps.
Always.
I don't know if my favorite thing about E3 was Final Fantasy VIII or Keener. Definitely one of those two. Probably Final Fantasy VIII.
Yeah. I think Keener was a good announcement. but I want to see what they do first before I get super into it, you know? I'm definitely going to play it, but, like, they could take it a lot of different ways. For example, if Keener is a raid boss, that's going to piss me off. I know you're okay with that, and that's... I understand why, but, like, to me, it's like... They've even acknowledged...
I have since changed my opinion.
Really? What's your opinion now?
He's made an appearance, which is really what we've all asked for.
Right.
It'd be perfectly fine if he just slipped through our fingers.
Really?
Leaves him open for another. I love a bad guy that keeps being a bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you finally you go through all this, all of game 1. Now we're halfway through game 2.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't go out like a punk.
Him. Yeah, I'd like it if he didn't go out.
Yeah.
He sends all his top wave 1 goonies at us.
Yeah, I hope what they do is that he slips through our fingers, but we come face to face with him, because we haven't done that yet.
Yes.
Like,
I want it to be like the I forget the name of the mission, but the agent, was it Agent Edwards? Was that where we first got exposed to? Is that where we first got exposed to hunters?
Yes, the one that got like crucified to the ceiling.
Yeah, and the hunter suppresses us and then just walks out, walks away.
TK Baja's dead. He got hung upside down. Austin just beat the new DLC. Awesome. How was it? Yeah, Nader, I was really impressed with Cyberpunk and Watch Dogs. He was a good villain. Handsome Jack was. McCoy hasn't played Borderlands 2 or pre-sequel yet, so he hasn't met Handsome Jack.
I know all that.
You do know of Handsome Jack, and you've seen all the stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been out a long time.
Yeah.
I just didn't play it.
He is a very good villain.
Borderlands isn't a game that you want to play on your own.
Absolutely.
It's just not as fun.
Does Jared know that we're playing pre-sequel before we play 2?
Yeah, I told him we're playing them in chronological order.
Gotcha. Well, that'll be good, having a third to go all to end everything with.
Well, I told him that all this stuff's free right now.
Yeah.
And if he'd hurry up and get it, then he could play both.
And he has a PS4?
Yeah.
Oh.
So he and I are currently going through Bloodborne.
Nice. Well, Austin said the DLC was amazing. Wait, don't enter just yet. Let's see if... Okay, so that mission goes there. That mission goes there. That mission goes there. Alright. Move forward. I'm checking all of our trivial difficult or our normal difficulty things. Try it again. So that we can hit them on our way back to New Haven.
Yeah.
Later, Inferior, thanks for tuning in. Mater asks, random question for everyone here. What's y'all's favorite music genre? I'll let you take that one first, McCoy.
Yes.
Is that your answer?
That's my answer.
Yeah. Alright, hold on just a sec.
I will just as easily death metal as I will Beethoven and Tchaikovsky.
Ooh, Tchaikovsky.
Music just means
A lot.
so much,
Yeah.
spanning from the first time that I can remember music
Hmm.
with my folks. And in all honesty, music has gotten me through more rough times than people.
Yeah. That's valid. We're supposed to head the way we came
So-
towards New Haven. Yeah, to me, it really is situational.
And I constantly tell people, the deep South thing to say is, how you doing? And the deep South response to that is, I'm good, how are you?
Right.
Even if you're not.
Mm-hmm.
But I tell people, instead of asking me how I'm doing, just listen to whatever I'm listening to at the time, because usually my
Turn
music
around.
will
Wait, no.
tell a lot about how I'm actually doing.
Right.
And you can use music to get yourself pumped up. If you're working out, you can use music to tone yourself down. You can use music to be reflective. You can use music
Yeah,
for
check out the
writing
vendor over
prompts.
here.
There's literally nothing that music can't touch.
Yeah.
So I listen to just about all of it. But I guess if I had to pick a favorite out of all of it, it's really hard to do. If I had to pick a favorite out of all of it, it would probably be, gosh, I don't know.
Did you have an answer loaded? And you just backed up on it?
No,
Okay.
it's probably a tie. Probably a tie between just straight classical, or I guess we'll go with instrumental. Instrumental and like orchestral and
Yeah.
or I guess you'd call it. I guess it'd technically be classified as alternative rock.
Right.
The Breaking Benjamin, Red, Skillet, Day to Remember,
Mm-hmm. Get in the car.
all that stuff.
Get in
Whatever
the car.
category all those fit in.
Yeah.
Because I bum those quite a bit.
Nader
Just because they make good
says,
writing prompts.
I highly recommend the band Tool. I recently got into them. I listen to anything between metal, rock, and progressive stuff.
Good old Tool. Tool's old.
Tool is, yeah. Austin, we might need to wait to talk about it till after McCoy and I have played it because it is on our list. Take us out.
I was at a Breaking Benjamin concert here recently, and
You've seen them many times now.
it's
Right.
about 6.
Wow. But they come to your neck of the woods probably pretty often, right?
They're in Atlanta. Yeah, they're in Atlanta. Either Atlanta or the Tennessee area.
Right.
But both of which are reasonable for me to.
Yeah, no one comes down to my neck of the woods, redacted.
Well, you say that, but in September,
What's happening?
Demon
What is
Hunter will be in Birmingham.
that? Really?
2 hours, no intros, no headliners. Just 2 hours of Demon Hunter from all of their albums, including Peace and War.
That's cool.
So probably going to that one. I say that, and the funny thing about that is, let's see, is it the day before? No, it's 2 days before the Demon Hunter show. Starset's going to be local. Definitely going to that one. Got a Fender. Pretty excited about the Starset show.
Right.
I've seen them many times now as well, and they never disappoint.
Yikes. It's not what I wanted. It's not what I wanted either. Whew. I'll take out the ad.
other fender? Oh no, yeah, front fender.
That is awesome.
And
Austin
then
says,
on top of that,
"My lips are sealed, shall like a
in
vault." Love it.
October in Atlanta, there will be a who's going to be there in October? It's going to be the Birmingham Symphony Orchestra doing a medley from who was it? I'll have to look it up. My brain's not functioning while I'm trying to run and gun.
I got you.
But there'll be a really good orchestral based on one of the classic composers.
Anna and I got to go to a John Williams tribute, and that was amazing.
Yes. Yes. It's always nice.
Yep. We listened to the soundtrack show. Do you listen to podcasts a lot?
I don't podcast.
I don't much, but I kind of would like to more than I do. But there is
I just
this...
don't have the time.
Right.
Like if I podcasted, I'd be sitting in my living room. Because
Yep.
when I'm at work, I have to be attentive when I'm
Right. Well,
not
if your
at work.
schedule ever changes where you do have the opportunity to listen to podcasts, I definitely recommend the soundtrack show because it's just this really knowledgeable yet accessible guy talking about film scores, and he just did a three-parter? A three-parter on the Fellowship of the Ring. And they talked about how Howard Shore scored not so much the movie, but the culture of Middle-earth itself. It was a really cool take on that. All right, we got another quest to the north. Nader says, "I live in the middle of the mountains, so the only
podcasts.
concerts I can see is my friend's quote-unquote band." I'm sorry.
The last podcasts that I ever took part in were the Latro podcast.
Wow. You played Latro?
Oh yeah.
Where was I during this? I played Latro.
Not when I played it. Apparently.
I sometimes miss Latro, and then I don't.
Hey, it's making a comeback.
Is it
It's
really?
On it's on the YouTube list of 2020 comeback MMOs, along with.
How come?
They're like adding to it, revamping it, something. I didn't read into it very much. That's gonna make supposed to be making a comeback. The other big one that's supposed to be making a comeback is Star Wars.
Tor?
Yep.
I would play some Tor. I enjoyed Tor.
Yep. Old Republic. There's a couple that are supposed to be making comebacks, and then a couple of anticipated ones that are supposed to really underachieve. But we'll see.
Oh gosh. Lots of racks. Alright, waiting for this thing to fly towards me. Oh wow. Never mind. Didn't realize how much damage I actually deal.
Sure would be a shame if you fell off that ledge.
Yeah, especially when I'm leveling up my character.
Okay, I ran most of them over. Keyword most. Oh dear.
You good?
Bird!
Don't think I've ever heard you scream like Tom from Tom and Jerry before, but I love it.
Well, when you run over a brute and it chunks the car down and you're trying to get away from the brute because it chunked the car down, you get around the corner from the brute and a pterodactyl jumps out of the sky and attacks your car, you scream like Tom from Tom and Jerry.
Hello, Pablo. Thank you for emerging from the shadows momentarily to say hello. I mean, am I wrong though? That sounded like Tom's scream from Tom and Jerry. And that's not an insult. I love Tom and Jerry, and that's one of the most beloved sound bites of all time. Fight me.
Once upon a day, we would wake up every Saturday
Yep.
to watch Tom and Jerry at 11
It's like Christmas.
and Scooby-Doo all afternoon.
Yep. For me, my lunch break when school, because I was homeschooled, my lunch break was 11 to 1, I think, or 11 to 12. I don't remember. I'm hazy on the details. But Tom and Jerry was always on from 12 to 1.
Yep.
Every weekday.
Every Saturday.
It was every
every
weekday.
Saturday.
Oh, was it Saturday too?
Yeah. Well, no. I lied. On Saturdays, it was just the Looney Tunes show. Because I would watch that with my dad.
We were such old
He'd get up and
farts.
he'd be like, before we do anything, we're going to make breakfast. We're going to eat a good breakfast. We're going to go wash the car. Right about lunchtime, we're going to watch Looney Tunes.
Alright, there's another quest down to the south. We're going to knock all of these quests out and then just turn in like 8 quests at once. It's going to be great. Pablo, we will play through the Commander DLC and I will make sure we stream it. I'll try to make sure we stream it. Okay, I get it. Gee whiz. There's that word again.
Gee Willikers, Batman.
Oh, I'm running into a wall. Nice, level 8.
I think I am currently... I think I'm level... It's either 20, 21 or 22
Soldier on the field.
in the old division. I just
Oh,
finished
not
all
bad.
my main story quests.
Wow,
I need to get to...
you've been busy today.
Yeah. I need to get to 28 so that we can go do strongholds.
Yep. Get you to
and then
World
knock
Tier
those
5,
out.
son.
That should get to 30, and then the World Tier 5 climb is not difficult
Nope.
when someone's already done it.
Oh no! Pablo's teacher caught him yesterday when we were in the Where Is Zer stream and his cell phone got taken away. I'm so sorry. But that's dedication right there. I'm honored. But stay in school.
Mounting up.
See, the teacher wanted to watch the World Reserve stream.
You're good, Austin.
Can't-
Nader says, my opinion, the old Scooby-Doo was the best in the series. I loved it. You talking like Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? Or like...
We can't drive through here.
Well, sometimes I'm gonna blow your mind. We walk.
Okay. Okay.
I'm waiting for it.
Let's see how it is.
I'm waiting for it. Don't you do it.
You just keep waiting. Just keep waiting. It's gonna happen.
Pablo
when you least
said-
expect it.
Pablo said, worth it. I made sure to shout out Chortle Games. That's right. Thank you for the brand recognition. We appreciate it and need it. You know you're nearby enemies when you hear, kill them all. No, stop. No. No. This is a good place. No, don't bring it down. What? Oh.
Ooh, there's a biggin. Oh,
Ooh, that is a big one.
So, after our conversation the other day,
Oh!
for that reason only, I almost. Oh bueno.
You almost what?
I almost threw down on the first complete Forsaken edition.
The what?
The Forsaken Complete Edition.
Really?
Almost.
Why didn't
Because
you?
it's on mega sale. Because I hate that game.
But you could grow to love it. You could do Where's Zer with me, and then we could play the Destiny, and it'd be fun.
Stephen, that's like saying, but you could love Living Story from Guild Wars 2.
Oh, it hurts.
Learn to love it.
It hurts.
You can learn to love it.
You know it's different than that. It's not
Lesbian
that bad.
plants.
It's
You
not
can learn to
that bad.
love them.
It's not that bad.
You too can be a asexual lesbian plant.
Destiny is not as bad as Guild Wars 2 Living Story.
Ha!
It's not. There's joy to be found in Destiny. There's none to be found in Guild Wars 2 Living Story.
It makes me so sad.
That's such a good start. Well, Living Story didn't. But Guild Wars did.
Living Story actually did have a good start.
Did it
Because
though?
what was the first Living Story event? It wasn't the World of Thorns or whatever that is.
I don't remember, honestly.
Let's see. The first one had to do with Ritlock.
Really?
I think it was Ritlock's story because after Ritlock's living world was the Thorns. I always
Yes.
keep forgetting
Britlock
what
stuff
that was.
ended season 1.
Yes, and then you had Thorns, and then you had the
Welcome to Chortle Games, where we talk about things that none of you know about and never will.
only when I'm around. I'm not very modern.
Yeah. Turn it up.
Steven and I were actually talking about having a segment of just retro games.
That'd be fun.
Introduce people to how things used to be. For people who are there, they can reminisce without having to agonize through it.
Hook up a PS1, play some Jedi Power Battles, really get nostalgic up in here.
I mean, I'm not saying I have a PS1. I'm not saying I have Jedi Power Battles or Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2.
Oof. I got it. Wait, no.
I feel better already.
Let's see, what else do I have from back in the day? I'd have to pull up my list of things.
Mm-hmm.
Got quite a bit from back in the day. Still. Gran Turismo 2.
Midnight Club.
Midnight Club 3. Dub Edition. Was more of a Midnight Club fan than I was a Need for Speed fan. I know there's some controversy on that one, but it just is what it is. Tuition. Girl power. I keep forgetting what my
That's
skills
just
are.
not very good. Not worth that money.
I just don't run girl power.
What does Girl Power
I
do?
intend to run girl power. Killing an enemy causes your shield to quickly regenerate for a few seconds.
That's not bad.
I'm just not gonna run it.
Because it's Girl Power?
Well, no, it's just it doesn't go with what I'm
Right.
going for.
Is that you shooting me?
The no.
Awesome. Thank you.
Oh, that hurt.
The thing about girl power is you're really supposed to run girl power with
The Does it just not synergy with what you're going for?
Correct. You're supposed to run girl
Yeah.
power with Quicksilver, which increases your rate of fire. So you're really just supposed to be mowing things down with SMGs. With,
Right.
Elemental SMGs.
And that's just not the direction you're going.
That's not what I'm doing this time around.
Gotcha. Nader says, I was a big Burnout and Flat Out fan. And Austin says, Steven, I forgot to mention I did half of Crown of Sorrows today. Is that the new raid? Is that a new raid? I'm not familiar with Crown of Sorrows. I've heard it mentioned, but I'm not familiar with what exactly it
I'm
is.
familiar with Crown of Sorrows.
You could get Destiny, and we could do Crown of Sorrows together.
Crown of Sorrows is where a new ammo capacity. It's expensive. Oh no, never mind. That's like all my money's expensive.
Yeah. By the way, you should not buy Destiny 2 yet. You should wait for New Light because they're making it free to play.
Well, good, because I didn't get it.
Did you?
I did not.
Good. Where is this last thing?
What are you looking for? Optic.
Yes.
I'm familiar with Crown of Sorrows. 'Cause that's how I feel about the Destinies. Very sorry that it exists. But they turned it into... Simon says. Simon says I found it.
What?
Right there. I just gotta figure out how to get there.
I see.
Destiny 1 was good. I even liked the grind of Destiny 1, because that practically was the end game, for all intents and purposes.
I hate when the end game for games is the grind. Like, where there's no reason to play it beyond finding the gear. Because that's what Division kind of is right now. And that's what
It is.
Destiny is and always has been. I'm just not a fan of that. Alright, let's see what else we got. Right, Hidden Journal. Is that here? Yep. Alright, let's get back to the car. But you guys thought that I was opinionated. Man, you guys are in for a ride. McCoy has lots to say,
that?
and he's not afraid to say it.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means that you have a lot to say, and you're not afraid to say it. And I mean that.
I
in the
really
most...
don't have a lot to say.
You do.
I have.
And
very
I say
little
that
to say.
in the most respectful way possible. Truly.
Which way are we going?
Right? Maybe?
Zoom out a little bit. Yeah, we can go around. Yeah, I want to be like, but it won't let you.
Machine gun.
Okay. Whatever just jumped out of the puddle.
It gone.
You're over there getting them explosion kills. The only sound I want to hear is.
I'm watching behind us. Tell me if I need it. Wait, no, not that way. Journals are the other way. To the left.
Here watching my mini map.
Oh. Wow. That just literally slapped us out of the way. On foot.
Oh, come on, we can fit.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. All right. Bye. There's a roadblock anyway.
Roadblock doesn't mean anything to me.
We're going. We don't need roads. Go, 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 go. Thank you for bathing me in sewage. Love that. Love that. Excellent.
It's just for you. Just for you. You look
Love a
really
good.
dirty.
Love a good Crap bath.
Love a good poo shower. Oh, I don't need to be on streams.
You're doing
It's just a
fine.
bad idea. It's just a bad idea.
What is that? That is a level 26 giant rack that breathes fire.
Well, I also breathe fire.
Can you get me up? I'm down.
I don't breathe that much fire.
Later, Nader.
Where is it? I can feel it looking at me. I want to kill it.
Can you revive me again?
Oh, don't shoot at it while I'm getting you up. Now it's gonna come back.
I'm helping.
What else do you shoot a dragon with? An elephant gun. Oh, mamma jamma. Cool story, Mr. Dragon. Cool story.
Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, come on! Foul!
No, Durgan. Just shoot it. Just shoot it till it's
Yep,
dead.
give it everything you have.
Oh man.
Come on, come on, come on. Oh my gosh, it was so freaking close! Ugh. That pisses me off.
Trying to
I
get
was
back there.
So close.
Hopefully it won't regen.
Oh, you know it's gonna regen.
Oh man. It won't regen. The game loves us.
Hey, I'm sitting in the car and it left.
Well, at least it didn't regen.
Well, technically, it did. It regened
No.
and it left.
Chief Scientific Advisor, Dahl Corporation, Dave.
It won
No.
and it won.
No! No!
I
I refuse to admit defeat to a Durgan.
Some cycles I sleep with it, and others I make it stay outside of my tent. My waning ability to discern logic
We were
from
so
sanity
close.
is becoming cumbersome.
We came so far
I've been
and
translating Eridan writing into
tried so
argument
hard.
with the recorder. I was off for a few hours during my last sleep cycle. I heard you speak out. If I were to pontificate, I would infer that the Eridan writings show a class-based
But in the
society
end,
that was quite capable of both
We died
leadership
anyway.
and of armed
didn't really matter. Well, shucks. So is that like big boss?
It was a world boss that just randomly spawns, I think. Or it was just a regular enemy that just happened to be 26 and we just suck.
Well, we are not 26.
Yeah, but that thing breathed fire and it had a confusing name. Surely it was a boss of some kind.
Yes, that's what. Yes, we're gonna go with that.
Excellent.
Of course, it was a boss.
Take a hike, asshole.
Because I mean, we don't lose to anything that's not a boss, right?
Right, exactly. Where did he go?
We don't lose to things that we don't lose to things that sit on little treasure troves that.
I don't know what you're
Murder us
talking about,
over
and
and
whatever
over
hypothetical
and
thing you're about
over
to
and
say, it didn't actually
over.
happen, and you need to just stop talking.
I'd like to point out, I acquired my new level, by going to something on the ground.
Excellent. I'm sure those are huge growing experience for you.
As I work, I spend the majority of days having conversations with people that are not there.
All right, I need to run to the restroom. McCoy, talk about yourself and riff on your way to the next objective, and I will wait right here, and I'll be back in a few minutes.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Have fun.
Oh no.
BRB.
Oh, don't leave me.
Science to begin with. I'm sure if I was right, the point
Well.
of no return, but my stubbornness, like her in the first place, will keep me here putting up with her.
Tannis,
until I find
stop.
exactly where
Stop.
the vault
I'm trying
is,
to
or
monologue.
find myself.
Stop monologuing. Or trying to get a job out that way. And I'm currently a sheriff's deputy out in Georgia. And I love what I do. It's what I've wanted to do since I was a kid. Very lucky that I get to serve my local community, but I'd like to go back to kind of where I grew up. The ultimate goal, the ultimate dream. And there are a few openings in his neck of the woods, so I'm going to see if I can get on with one of their police departments. There we go.
Day 457. This is exciting. I think I might strip naked and run around to celebrate, but I'll do it during the dim cycle for fear of prying eyes. Before overloading and melting 4 of my computer's 13-qubit operators, my program was able to decipher
not
quite a
the
bit
dinner
more
sheet.
than I had been able to understand before. It will take a few days to fix, but I was able to find many repeated instances of an event that takes place every 200 years. It's repeated many times with
What else
a
about
symbol
me?
that looks not unlike a circle with an upside-down V in it.
We've already covered
Possible
music.
that this is the
I
vault.
listen to just about everything.
Something about
Thoroughly
the
enjoy
vault
it.
happens every
Stephen and I
200
are
years.
both writers.
Tonight,
We
for dinner, I will have
are kind of working on a collab effort. We have both definitely done plenty on our own.
Bullets.
Maybe that'll bear some fruit as we try to do a joint project. I think that'd be kind of fun. Play a lot of games, kind of play a little bit of whatever. Steven's more of a niche gamer, and nothing wrong with that whatsoever. But whereas he prefers a certain style, I try to play a little bit of everything. On whatever budget I'm currently on, which is not a lot. So I got some overtime for the past couple weeks, and that's how I got a PS4. He and I have been wanting to do things together on PS4 for a while. But I have a very big competitive streak, for better or worse. And
Do I still have a YouTube channel?
so, oh good, I can quit talking about me.
What happened? Oh, hey, Kayla.
Bad things. Bad things happen.
Does my mic still sound like it did before?
If you mean like before, you mean wimpy and full of
Day
fear, then
481.
yes.
It's true.
Does it sound
All
wimpy?
true. My program did it.
And full of fear.
Program.
Does it sound wimpy? I'm not worried about the fear part. It doesn't sound wimpy.
No, you're good.
Excellent. Kaylin, this is my childhood friend McCoy, who finally has a PlayStation, so we can finally stream.
That's a bad idea.
You've seen him in the chat. Probably.
Vault's contents must be extremely valuable, maybe better than the Atlas text. But I cannot reveal this information to anyone
gosh.
just yet. If I'm wrong, it's done, and if I'm right,
So you've been doing this quest?
I must find the vault to myself.
Excellent.
Find
See, I don't know. Just headshots. 1 minute I'm doing well, 1 minute I'm not. I don't know.
Well, you were playing a FromSoft game earlier, so I'm going to tell you what you should expect to hear. Get good.
You're right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I'm bad. I apologize. I will attempt to fix.
Kill him. Kill him. Excellent.
493.
Thank you for doing this quest. I'm trying to work my way towards you, but I'm getting put through the ringer over here.
Just find your car thing, you.
Whoever is making the decision is insane.
I'm looking for one, but I'm having to fight through everything to get to it.
For dolls, and has funded my project.
Just find your car thing, you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's a green bug!
What doll will do with all the unpaid convicts they've been using to work their minds?
Can I run it over without the car exploding?
McCoy, Kalen says hi with an exclamation point.
Friends.
He's our resident alien friend. Don't tell anybody.
I will keep it secret.
He's also our only chat mod, and he does a great job. When we did a 24-hour charity live stream back in November, and
Hey, just
Kalen,
jump off that hill.
it's not letting. Okay, there we go. Kalen was there the entire time.
Nice.
Kalen said, for just a second, I thought you guys were playing the Fallout 76 trial. Never. I will never touch that game.
Always.
Even if everyone starts playing it like Miles and Brodie, because I know they're going to. It's a matter of time.
Always.
They tend to gravitate towards trash games, so the Fallout 76 seems like the next progression.
76 is the way of the future, man. I mean, what could be better than Fallout 76 and a Battle Royale? How about a 76 Royale? Don't worry, bro, I got you.
You are doing an excellent job. Hurry, they're coming. Got
The
it.
Eagles! The Eagles are coming!
The Eagles!
See my three-point turn? My lovely
Kalen
three-point
said
turn?
that I noticed the good gunplay. Yep. Oh, get us out of here. Take us out.
Why? Why? Just blow them up.
They're bugs.
Do your job. Just do your job.
How about you?
How about
You.
why I played this game? The reason
Hey,
you played
we
Doom
missed
is the
a
reason I
quest.
played this game.
We gotta go do the next quest. Like a moth to flame. We gotta kill Mothrack.
I don't... It's telling me to go this way.
Do you have the waypoint to the north? Hold on, I gotta get ammo. Hey, GR Ghost. And Kalen asks, how are you supposed to even Royale when the gunplay is jank? Ask pretty much 80% of all BRs out there. I don't know if they'll have an answer for you, but they still do
You
it.
just... 2 words. Rocket launcher. Or 1 word. Shotgun. Or 2 words at the end of Deep South. Shotgun. Basically, anything that you just aim in the general vicinity, like win.
Alright.
Spark, Phoenix, Diva.
We are just playing some Borderlands 1 Ghost. It's been quite some time since McCoy or I have played through Borderlands 1. It's been really fun. We've been enjoying it.
It's been years.
Yeah, it's been like 6... Well, no. Probably 8 years for me.
Probably 8.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know, Kalen. I feel like the gunplay in pretty much all BRs, not all, that's not fair, in most BRs is jank. Yet people keep playing them. What?
Oh, come on.
You can do it. You can do it. Just ram it. Just boost straight through it. Oh, that was tragic.
Hey, my headlights kicked in.
Hey,
there we go.
It was the headlights.
I couldn't see.
It was the headlights. You gotta go from the right.
Hey, no backseat driving.
I'm doing my job.
No, your job is to pew. Your job is to. You're...
Stop it. I don't need any more. I'm good. Left.
Going left.
Stop. Why are you driving?
Because you told me to go left. And then you said left like 4 times, so I just kept going.
Because you weren't lefting.
Oh.
Not now.
Oh.
The left is over.
I'm confused.
Really?
Core.
Ooh, no. Ooh.
I mean...
Alright, hold on. It's all headlamp. Real? What? Where is Mothrak at? Alright, let's try it.
Now here's the question. Ooh, it's late.
What?
No, I'm out of groceries.
Okay.
So do I order pizza?
Yes. Do I need to drive while you order pizza?
No, I'll just do it. I got a app on my telly.
Got it. Yeah,
Don't worry,
I love
what could go wrong?
Borderlands 2.
Don't worry. I got this.
Ghost says, I meant to type, never played Borderlands 1, but I played the second one in the pre-sequel. Now wait for Borderlands 3 to come out. So our plan, we're not going to do this all on the channel, but we're going to stream it when we can. We're playing through all the Borderlands games.
In chronological, not release order, chronological order.
Correct, in chronological order. So that means Borderlands 1, then Borderlands pre-sequel, then Borderlands 2.
I'd just like to point out I'm successfully driving with my left hand, and my right hand is ordering a pizza.
Not bad, not bad.
Oh.
Caleb
Yes.
says, you know in Japan, when you dishonor the family or company, they bow profusely as tradition. Why did Todd not do this on stage? He made a jab at the consumers with a snide comment and pretended people still play 76. Because that is what counts as an apology here in the States, is making fun of the thing that you do, but not stopping the thing that you're doing. It's like Deadpool. When Deadpool looks at the screen and says, well, that's just lazy writing. That doesn't forgive the fact that it is actually lazy writing, but we laugh it off because it's like, oh, they know they're being lazy, so it's okay. That is how you apologize in Western culture, and it drives me nuts.
Is it?
It is.
Is it?
I mean, that's how famous people do it.
Let's see. Thin crust.
Okay, do I need to drive?
No.
Let me drive. Press triangle. Let me drive.
Pressing triangle, letting you drive.
Don't be shy now. Come on, catch a ride.
I'm waiting for your apology.
Oh.
What?
Like in Western culture, yeah? Gosh.
I mean, that's what a lot of people do now.
I
'Cause
know.
As long as you acknowledge that you did the wrong thing, you don't have to actually say I'm sorry and stop doing the wrong thing, because it means you're self-aware.
No, that's not how that works.
That's how people seem to think
Really,
it works.
is this gonna be... Please tell me... Okay, good.
No, it's not that loot tower.
Wait, what? Hello? Dead thing? I'm stuck on a dead thing?
Like stuck?
Oh no, I'm stuck on a rail.
Oh.
Thought I was stuck on a dead thing. How do I get unstuck? That's the question. Oh,
Can I re-teleport you, maybe?
oh, I'm thinking. Wait for it.
Pablo said, I'm extremely sad that Todd didn't do anything about people like me that want a refund. Yeah. They were extremely deceptive and not unapologetic about Fallout 76, and it kind of boils my blood, and I didn't even buy it.
See, I've always held Todd in fairly high esteem.
Right.
I'm a Bethesda junkie.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But this E3 was...
How many people do you think they paid off to be screamers in the Bethesda press conference?
Well,
I'm thinking at
this
least 20.
E3 was almost... It was almost insulting to the consumer.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And that's... I don't give a rip about the other Bethesda people.
Well, I don't think
But-
anyone does, because Todd Howard's the only one whose name is known. Are you still stuck?
Right. Yeah, but I feel like I'm... No, I might go...
In which side game, Ghost? What are we talking about here?
I expect more class from him,
Right.
because that's what we've always gotten from him.
Yeah, he's a very classy guy.
And I feel like with his level of influence and the amount of time that he's put into the company, I don't feel like he's being scripted.
No, he's not.
So I was very surprised that that's how he came across.
Yep. Let's light the torches. Light the beacons!
Is that the last one?
Yep.
Are you sure?
Says all three of them are lit. Oh my god, yep!
Gondor calls for aid!
Wait, is she not gonna come attack us?
I will go out of my way. Just so you know, I will go out of my way every time I am invited to join y'all. It's gonna be this one time only.
Oh yeah, that was all me.
Oh, Durgan.
You'll
I'm gonna go out of my
what?
way to use as many Lord of the Rings quotes.
I would have it no other way. Also, Mothrak was huge.
Baby Durgan.
No, Kalen, I legitimately think that they had plants in the audience to fake excitement when they were talking about games. Because, like, the energy in the Bethesda conference was insanely high, and if you look at the internet's reaction, pretty much everyone is like, why was anyone cheering for Fallout 76? No one plays that game anymore.
Let's see.
Are you talking about in the Borderlands game, Ghost? And are you talking like character to play as? Because I can tell you my favorite character to play as in Borderlands probably pretty quickly. It's totally the Doppelganger. I love Jack the Doppelganger. Although Roland has been really nice to revisit because he's basically like
Expecting that.
a support soldier, which I love those. It's like a captain character. Kalen asks, Doom is being taken to heaven, Stephen. As a Christian boy, is that sacrilegious? So, I play Diablo.
Before you answer that question,
Go
I will
ahead.
ask you one simple question.
Okay.
How much do we want to bring religion and politics into this arena? Because whatever you're the channel mod, whatever
Right.
you say.
That's why I'm going to be very surface level about it, and I'm not going to go in depth.
Kurt.
Because I will talk about my beliefs
Same.
fairly openly on the channel. I won't talk in such a way to where I think will offend anybody, because I don't want this to be an exclusive place.
There's nothing offensive. Carry on.
Things could be misconstrued as offensive. It's touchy subjects.
Carry on, my boy.
So regarding that, I'm going to say no, it's not sacrilegious yet. Because the whole, like, I played Diablo 3, and I've even said that, like, Diablo is probably my favorite interpretation of angels and demons as entities. Because, like, the art design's really cool. I don't consider that sacrilegious because it's a work of fiction anyway, and it doesn't claim to be anything but its own thing. And with Doom, we've always known, like, you know, gateway to hell on Mars, slaying demons. It doesn't spit in the face of biblical history or anything like that. It's just using them as a thematic place. I don't consider it sacrilegious, personally. But we'll see. We'll see how quickly they go to, like, oh, gotta kill God to save Earth. No, Kalen, that's a fine question. That's not really a... Oh, what? Oh, what? Oh, what?
Hey, let me drive. Blah, 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 blah. Jumps off end of world.
Yeah, Kalen, I did think it was weird that they're taking us to heaven. And we actually talk about that on the podcast for Monday. But I don't disapprove yet. And I'm gonna play the heck out of it, so... Alright, you ready to rake in the XP?
I wasn't born in no barn, alright?
I guess. Go for it.
Actually, I was, but all I'm saying is you don't believe people run around talking
It was 3 quests.
about treasure and black, alright?
Yeah, Kalen, I will tell you if you ever cross a line, which I don't really ever think you will, but I will tell you if it's like, hey, let's not talk about that. I don't consider that question across the line, and you've been very polite in the past, and I don't expect anything less from you, so don't feel like you have to avoid certain questions or anything like that, but just respect my opinion of, like, hey, we shouldn't talk about that. And I know you will, but I'm just telling you, like, that's basically the ground rules here. No question is off the table, but sometimes I will refuse to answer and say, let's not talk about that. And all I ask is that that is respected here. But you all have been very
Question I'm gonna
good.
ask that pushes the envelope. I'm trying to think of one.
Excellent. You've gotten him riled up.
Trying to think of one.
Great. Can't wait.
Hey, Steve.
Yeah.
How do you feel about adoption?
I think it's pretty tired, if I do say so myself. It's overdone. Oh, hey, a chest.
Oh man.
No, I think adoption is a great thing. Obviously.
We I asked that question because we've had a similar conversation about certain things recently, and some people see the beauty in it, some people see the burden in it, some people see both.
Yeah.
So.
To add context for those on the channel that don't know, my family has adopted... How many kids is it now? 6?
when the older brother loses track.
Well, I lose track of everything, I feel like, because I'm always kind of scatterbrained. But yeah, my family has adopted 5 children from China, and they're all great. They're a blessing. I love them, and I mean that.
They're awesome.
I'm not saying that with a butt attached. I'm really not. They really are a huge light in my life. But they're actually adopting another
you need
one.
to go see a doctor.
Ooh, wait! I got shields from the chest. How are they terrible? How are these shields terrible?
You, sir, need to go see a doctor.
Why is that?
Because I would hope that your butt's attached.
Boo! They're booing you, Andrew.
Oh no! No, don't boo! Don't boo my dad jokes.
They don't do boo dad jokes here. If they did, we wouldn't have a channel. Kaylin, those were my sisters, not my daughters. Anna laughed at that one. I think Ghost says, I think Doom is doing pretty great if they do have you fight in the angel that's going to go back. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it feels like it might be a little gimmicky where it's like, oh, we got to do the next thing. We fought in hell, so now we have to go to heaven. I don't know. But I trust... I don't go to Doom to be...
I'm nervous about Doom's projection.
What do you mean?
If they choose the route of... we take the war to heaven... and you get there, and it's more of the same.
As if they're, like, depicting heaven as just a different colored hell.
Yes.
You and I are looking for the same thing. You should come to me now so I can see the artifact you have recovered.
Within the rust
So
column.
if that's
alright,
the road
Caleb.
they go down, I'll be like, meh.
Yeah. Like, so there's a show called Supernatural. I enjoyed Supernatural for a while. I think it should have ended with season 5, but that's not why I'm talking about it. Supernatural, in my opinion, has one of the worst depictions of angels and demons of anything ever.
What? What?
Worst depictions of angels and demons of anything ever. Because it just depicts demons as edgy teenagers, pretty much, and angels as douchebags in trench coats.
As dudes in suits. Hey, you leave what's his name out of this.
Castiel?
Yes.
I liked Castiel to an extent.
It's been a hot minute since I've even thought about Supernatural. That's
Yeah.
funny.
I watched through season 5, and with that last episode, I was like, that's it. That's the ending. I'm not watching anymore. And I haven't watched a single episode since.
Radiance, Slayer, and Silent Resolve. I feel like that's what I'm after.
Support gunner. What do
Shot
you do?
damage to nearby enemies while phase walking.
Stockpile, impact,
Level,
barrage.
Radiance, Slayer, critical hit damage, and Silent Resolve.
Ooh. Yep. Go on support gunner.
After phase walking.
Alright, I'll regenerate our ammo now, by the way.
And electrocute damage.
Hey, let's get you rolling, man.
I got the ride.
Alright. Oh, Kaylin works nights as well. Forgot about that.
Not doing that one. I used to work nights. I've been blessed to switch back over to days, and now I'm being crammed back into nights again.
I really hate that for you.
Alright, door.
Yep. Nope. Okay. Careful with how much you back there. Yep. There it is. Okay.
Easy. Easy. You're Mary Poppins.
Oh, you're Mary Poppins in there. Austin says, getting late for me, gonna drop out of here. Have a good night, everybody. You have a good night too, Austin. We will see. Stop dumping sewer on me. We will see you on Monday. Podcast and possibly a Division stream. Yep.
Can we drive up there?
Wait, I'm gonna kill this corrosive. Oh. I
got you. What I live for. Thrill of the hunt. World?
How? How did you do that? Look what he did to our car.
World?
That was our car. Where are you in there?
Yes.
Okay.
My camera is. I'm
Oh
looking
no.
inside my own stuff.
Oh no. It got me stuck. I didn't. Oh my gosh. Okay, keep spamming square till it lets you out. Okay, I walked out. I got out of there. No! Oh my god.
I have unlocked sentience.
Send it to a new plane.
I can float off the ground.
Okay, I got out. I blew up the car. Ghost asks, how many times have you raged in a game or rage quit a game? Not very often.
Ooh.
McCoy broke a controller in half once, but that wasn't rage, that was sorrow.
that was bitter sorrow.
Anna and I both kind of rage quit Mario like less than a week ago. But I'm not one to rage quit games a lot.
I did explain earlier that I have a extremely sharp competitive edge. Doesn't mean I'm good at competitive things, but I'm very competitive, if not for the sake of just being competitive.
Yeah.
Like not necessarily against other people, but just for the sake of being competitive. So that's why I enjoy things like the Dark Souls franchise. And anything of difficulty, I just enjoy.
Right.
But there are not many things that I'm willing to give up on. Because of that competitive edge.
Alright, let's keep going. No, it's fine, I've got it. I'll handle it.
I believe in you.
It's fine.
I believe in you. Hey, I found Tannis.
Awesome, I'm fighting a spider by stabbing it in the butt.
Cool. I turned in our quest.
Excellent. I'm running for dear life from more spider ants. Oh hey, a rock flock.
I have a plan. If we act like a bird, maybe they'll leave us alone.
How'd that work? I'm running. Hey, buddy.
On your feet, soldier.
Alright, we gotta clear a path.
Clear a path. That would be much easier to do.
Have you been toxic? Asks Ghost. Depends on your definition of toxic.
Like keyboard warrior toxic?
Have I discouraged players into leaving a match? Not verbally. But in games like especially Killing Floor, when other players tend to make things worse, I have gotten other players killed so they would leave my game.
That's what. Okay. We need to.
I don't make a habit of it, but I have done that before if they were a detriment to my team.
We need to clear up some muddy water. We need to clear up some muddy water. There's a difference between toxic and salty.
Oh, I'm salty all day, every day. That's like, come on.
There is a difference. Toxic, by actual definition, toxic is like you're actually in the wrong for doing what you're doing.
Then I'm not toxic.
Not saying they don't deserve what you're saying, or that what you're saying is not true, or what you're doing is not earned. But, I mean, come on. That's kind of where I fit toxic into things.
I don't typically like to play with other players, but I won't be toxic to other players. I was probably toxic with some players in Guild Wars 2. But we don't talk about my time in Guild Wars 2 here. We just don't talk about that game here.
Always nice to get resupply.
All I'm saying is Evan Vanguard.
Sadness. There is a caustic repeater, like a legendary in there. Weren't you going for caustic pistols?
Yes.
Well, there you go.
Well, I'll be darned.
That's really nice. You could jump off a freaking cliff.
Highly effective versus armor. I mean, thanks.
Ghost says, people say I'm toxic because I rage at people when they are making fun of other people for no reason. I mean, I don't know if I would consider that toxicity. I guess it's just your approach. Not saying that your approach is toxic, but like, what could venture that towards toxicity is your approach. Because you can have all the intentions in the world and not realize that you're...
Oh dear.
What?
I think you made a mistake.
By giving you that toxic, caustic gun?
Yes.
I just want to see you happy.
I have so many responses to that, but I'm just gonna not say them.
I just want you to enjoy your revolver, or your guns, or your game. I just want you to enjoy your game.
Well, then I would find the revolver that I'm after, and would have played Mordecai, but I don't want to be a Mordecai main because reasons.
I mean, Lilith seems more your playstyle anyway.
She is, but his passives with pistols is
Oh,
really
they're
low.
nuts. Yeah. And Bloodwing is just freaking
Really
awesome.
like one thing.
Super cheap,
Yeah.
but awesome. There we go. Must go faster. I remember when I was a Mordecai main, back when all I ever did was snipe. I broadened my horizons.
I think I played Siren from the very beginning.
What?
I think I've played Siren since I don't think I've played anybody but Siren.
So you never played Mordecai?
I've not.
I'm telling you, you're gonna play Zero and you're gonna be like, I love this character.
I just remember back in the day when you weren't doing it right unless you played Mordecai. So I just played. I'm not all the time. I'm not always anti-meta.
Anti what?
I know some people that are anti-meta.
Yeah.
I know some people that are, and it's like, okay,
I'm not.
we get it.
I'm not anti-meta, but I like to avert the meta.
Bro, you're pretty anti-meta.
I'm not against it. I just don't want to be boring. You know?
Hey, meta for the raid is an LMG build.
And I'm the guy over there
A
that's
very
like,
specific
okay, cool, I
LMG
hear
build.
you, but no.
But pistols.
Yeah.
Hey, pistols can work, yo. Pistols
Yeah.
can work.
Worked real well for us last week.
Well, they can. Like,
They can.
they're very particular.
And they actually made
that's
them more viable with an exotic they released.
Yes,
Deploy and defense.
they're very particular.
Oh. And grit.
But they are doable. So I too will be working on a pistol build. I'm already halfway through my pistol build on the other playthrough, but the one sad thing is redoing all my sets.
Yep.
So the upside to this pistol is if we run into something that has a really big armor bar, it will chew right through it.
Pretty soon we're going to be fighting basically only enemies with armor bars. Once we start fighting the doll guys. Oh, and by the way, in Borderlands 2, I don't know if you've seen this or not, but running caustic weapons is the way to go for the large majority of the game because you fight a lot of Hyperion robots.
Oh, heck yeah.
Oh!
A really decent purple shotgun.
I will take it.
70 times 7.
Is it called, The Forgiveness?
No, it's most
That's
definitely
such,
not.
that's such a lame Bible joke. Gosh, I'm such a dork.
What you want?
Oh dear.
Oh, it's Crazy Earl.
Is that what's gonna happen? Are we gonna end up being we're gonna end up being Bible joke homeschool kids?
Of course.
I was gonna make fun of you for being homeschooled earlier, but that wouldn't work that well.
Yeah, says the homeschooler.
It says the homeschool kid.
Yep.
Ooh, that hurts.
Oh yeah, that was all me. Target hit.
Pick on the bandits.
Chest over here.
Bring us
Ugh.
fame, bring us fortune. Oh.
Back here. Oh, we gotta kill a bunch of bandits. Good shot. crap.
Something has caustic damage and it hurts.
Woo! Another one bites the dust.
Fire assault rifle. More white gear. Ooh, another chest.
It's like Christmas.
Oh man. I don't know why our drops are so bad.
Because we're not playing True Vault Hunter mode.
I feel better already.
Probably.
Are we not?
No, you have to beat the game. True Vault Hunter mode is New Game Plus.
Oh.
I've got it.
Do you though?
Yep.
Good kill, cat.
Hey, Courtney. Glad you could make it. I'm playing with... You probably saw him in the chat during E3. He watched most of the streams. Childhood friend of mine,
Oh no.
McCoy.
Oh no.
What?
We exchanged words
You and Courtney?
in chat.
Good words? Were you...
I yelled a lot because I got excited about things.
Oh, you know that hurt.
Well, I hope you
And
didn't
I had
leave a
to
bad
explain
impression.
that Lindsey Sterling was
Oh, yeah. I saw that
doing a
exchange.
free conference.
Revolver. It's what, the 4th purple revolver I've given you tonight? Jeez.
And that's a good one.
You're welcome.
Got higher, yeah.
Courtney, servant
Only 100 more damage.
from the chat. That's the guy I'm playing with. He from all the E3 streams.
Yeah.
I said, "Oh, hey, Lindsey Sterling fan." That's funny.
That's me, everybody. Really like my food to get here. I'm hungry.
What'd you order?
Papa John's.
That's the stuff.
It's also the only thing that'll deliver.
That's funny because I feel like Papa John's doesn't deliver much here.
The only thing close enough.
Do you live out in the middle of nowhere?
I actually live closer to... Well, yeah, if you want to look at it in comparison to where all the businesses are, then yes. But it takes me 6 minutes to get to work.
Gotcha.
That being said, don't usually put county
Another one
jail
bites the dust.
anywhere near all the businesses.
Right. Heck yes.
Team something.
That was a tactician mod for me, and it
Oh,
looked
heck yeah.
awesome. It helped
Yeah,
with
I was
shield
just
recharge.
reading over the buffs.
In fact, let's see what it gives me. Aid station, quick charge, and defense. That's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if the additional points towards skills work in this game, because normally they're supposed to show up with like a +2 or whatever, like on the actual skill bar,
Yeah.
but they are not appearing in this game.
What? Like a D&D modifier? So, I come to realize
What's that?
I'm not a big fan of scopes on revolvers. It's just
Of what?
My personal style. Scopes on revolvers.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
It's just not my personal thing, but I'm consistently hitting headshots now.
Good.
So there's that.
Watch your left. Courtney, you didn't seem like a downer at all to me. I thought you were fun for E3. Good news, McCoy. You did not leave a bad impression.
Whew.
Caustic SMG.
Expecting that.
Smug. And why are all of my SMGs just terrible on the damage? Terrible. I'm not looking for assault rifle damage. That's not realistic for an SMG. But they don't have the magazine capacity that compensates for bad damage.
Right.
But this here revolver.
Bullseye.
I'm kind of
So
confused by the
are we
layout of this
clawing
place.
Are we just clawing our way out, or are we treasure hunting?
I'm just kind of moving forward. We'll see what happens. Perfect.
I love this damn thing.
Pushing.
Flanking.
Nicely done. Ooh, my combat rifle proficiency is at 10. I'm actually able to use the combat rifle constantly because I'm running this ammo. This heavy support gunner specialization.
Instead of running out of bullets.
Yep. Because that's been the problem. How do we open this door?
Increased melee damage. See, I wish I had a melee weapon. I really do.
Yeah.
Because I know that she has her little pulse punch,
Yeah.
but the tree that I'm going, or the build that I'm going for with her, actually strongly builds up her melee damage.
In Borderlands 2, Zero gets a sword.
Well, as a sucker for all things samurai, if that's the closest I can get, then I'll take it.
Yes.
And
How,
as a sucker for all things bladed,
how do we get out of here?
something that we have had in common for many, many years. We will
Yes.
play the class that has a blade or a bow over the class that has a gun.
Pretty much. We did a Let's Play today for a game called For the King, which you probably think is pretty cool. It's basically...
I've seen For the King.
Have you played it?
I've not.
It's fun. It's
it
really
free?
cool. It's not. It's cheap though. It's like $20. But we made, because it's a 3-person party, and I played it co-op with Jake, and we made me and him and one other character, and my character was a minstrel. And very early on, we fought some drunk pirates and found a gun, but the gun operated off of a talent stat, which is what the minstrel is best at, is talent. So I took the gun. So for the entire Let's Play, I was a minstrel, just used a gun.
I'm disappointed.
Courtney says, maybe downer isn't the right word. I just wasn't as impressed this year as last year. Last year, most things were hits or eh. This year, things were hits or huge misses. You're not the only one who thinks that. A lot of people just were super underwhelmed with E3 this year. I didn't hate it, and I wasn't really... I don't think I was underwhelmed. E3 is just changing a lot, and this was the first year
Climate's
of...
changing.
Yeah.
We truly are a minority niche of gamers.
Yeah.
Because the masses at large, it's not that they've been brainwashed, it's that they either grew up in or truly enjoy what's being offered.
Right.
And if they can just repackage it, put a new name on it, and throw it out there again, then people get excited about it. Whereas we come from an era of story-based games, skill-based games, and I lost my train of thought. Anyway, we come from an era of games that, like, look at Morrowind. Morrowind's my prime example.
Mm-hmm.
Morrowind was as open world as you can imagine, which
Yep.
is kind of becoming popular, but it was open world before open world was really a thing. Bethesda coined that a long time ago. So did you. But it didn't tell you what to do. It didn't give you any sort of prompt or assist or quest marker to go this direction. It didn't tell you what to level up or what to invest in. It didn't even tell you how to level up.
Mm-hmm.
It showed you how to make your character, and then it dumped you into the world, and you just had to go.
Right.
I might actually get that.
Well, I do feel like the surprise of this year, or one of the kind of thematic surprises, was how much single player there was.
Oh, it's Return of the Single Player, and I could not be happier.
I just think it's funny that that's kind of, because like everyone's been talking like how everything's a BR now, and we only got one BR announcement, and I'm so thrilled, so thrilled. I really hope that BR is not dead, because I know it isn't dead, but I hope it's on the vast, rapid decline. And I mean, I said from the beginning, when they mentioned Fallout 76, before we even knew what it was, I told everybody, that's going to be a Fallout BR. Call it, 100%. And people were like, I don't know, it looks like it's going to be more deep than that. Okay.
Here's my problem, my original problem with 76. As a huge Bethesda fan, always have been, hopefully always will be. I've always applauded Bethesda's ability to pump out a quality story-driven game in a single-player setting.
Right.
So, I'm not going to knock something like ESO that has the sole purpose of being multiplayer, because it is a genuine MMO. But Fallout 76 is the equivalent of making a multiplayer Skyrim.
Corrosive grenade. Courtney says, I'm happy about single player games, multiplayer burnout. I'm burnout on multiplayer, but I will never be burnout on co-op experiences. I don't think that every game needs co-op, but most games would be enhanced from having co-op. A lot of people disagree with me, but I don't know.
I don't need a co-op Elder Scrolls game. I don't need a co-op Fallout game.
Right.
There's not enough there for two people to do on the same screen, on separate screens. It is meant to be your world to unpackage.
Right. You can only have
both be
one the
big
Dragonborn, or one the guy who saw the Emperor die, or like there can't be multiple chosen ones, because then it would lessen everything.
So for that, I don't know. I miss solid, very slow. For it. Oh, why not?
Let's see. Got a lot of money, so let's get another grenade SDU. Sniper rifle SC. Can't use that. Screw you.
I've about decided I'm not gonna sniper rifle at all.
Yeah. Courtney said the only game in a long time that made me want to play with someone was Unravel. I just want to get lost in something. I'm a weird player though. What kind of games do you like to play, Courtney? I feel like you've told me before, but I've completely blanked. Also, Courtney, can I just say how glad I am that you've been able to join our streams more often than in the past? Because I did. I think the night before you returned after a bit of a hiatus, I even had a thought. I was like, man, I wonder where Courtney is. I hope that she hasn't moved on from our channel. And then you showed up, and I was really happy. So, thank you for sticking with us, and I'm really glad that you've been here. You're always a fun person to have in the chat. But yeah, back to the original question. What kind of games do you like to play? You can use examples. You can, like, games like this game, or you can just describe features. Answer however you would like to answer. Genres, yeah. We gotta get the bottles of booze, I just realized that. You guys can hear me okay, right? Because I did lean back a little bit.
I need to do some research on SMGs. Try to figure out what a good SMG actually looks like. Probably what I'll end up running.
So you are going SMGs.
I'm gonna have to. It's who she is.
Yeah.
I'll run them as, like, I'm gonna run revolvers, but I'm gonna run them as, like, boss damage, I guess.
Okay. Oh, Kalen is back. Hey, Kalen. Okay, art style can sell you. I can agree with that. Mystery or strategy games. Interesting. I do love a good strategy game. Just in the vein of art style, I don't know if you've ever played a game called Bastion, but that, in the conversation of are video games art, Bastion is my first argument towards video games being unquestionable art.
Did you actually enjoy Bastion?
What?
Did you actually enjoy Bastion?
I adore that game. You about to tell me why you hate that game?
No, I just didn't know that was on your list of
It's
favorites.
It's not in my possible favorites, but it's up there in game as far as games that left a bit of an impact. And maybe it was because of when I played it, but like the music that came with it, like the Darren Korb soundtrack that had such a unique sound, the world itself, how it built itself around you, and the art style, it just really clicked. So it's one of those cheap games, like one of those indie games that just has a lot of personality and charm. It's one of those darlings that I try to recommend to as many people as possible.
I was with Ori.
Yeah. Courtney says, oh wait, Kaylin first says, since you'll have two people throwing Stadia Pro at you, you will have first dibs on Stadia gamer tag. What will it be? I actually won't have two people because Jake canceled his pre-order. So Kaylin, I'm just going to be Stadia buddies with you, I guess. But what should my gamer tag be? Probably just crossword, keep it simple. Try to have that synergy. Courtney says, Horizon Zero Dawn, Borderlands, We Happy Few, and Ori are games I played just for the look. Ori kept me with it because of the story. Have you heard of Hollow Knight?
And the music.
I didn't know the music in Ori was good.
Oh, the music was...
Yeah, Courtney, I probably feel the same way about music that you do art style. I love a good art style, but music in a game can keep me around. Like, it can bring me there and it can keep me around. I talk about this in the podcast on Monday. Funny how a lot of podcast topics are actually coming up now. But I talked about this in the podcast. Daemon X Machina is a game that I'm really excited for that comes out in September. I try to tell everyone I can about it because no one's excited and they should be. It's a mech game that is the spiritual successor to a game that McCoy and I actually both played a lot when we were kids called Armored Core. But I watched a video for it that was just like improvements that they made since the demo was released, and it was like 2 minutes. And I watched the whole thing even though I didn't really care what was on screen because it was like all good stuff, but like I just didn't want to be bothered with it. But I stayed on screen because the music was amazing. I played Doom, not because of the gameplay, a little bit because of the gameplay, because the gameplay is really tight, but I normally don't like that kind of gameplay, but I stay with Doom because of the soundtrack. Music in anything can just change the whole experience.
Mm-hmm. Why the Elder Scrolls franchise has had such longevity with me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the gameplay is fantastic, and I'll continue to play it after I've beaten it and rebeaten it and rebeaten it a different way.
Right.
But I can listen to the orchestral pieces, the soundtracks, the boss fights.
Yeah. Hold on just a sec. I need to check my current class mod.
I mean, I may or may not own the Legend of Dragoon soundtrack. So
Really?
That's the thing.
Oh, 232. And that is...
I actually think it's for the best that that's not
323.
backwards compatible with PS4.
Really?
If it was, you'd never see me.
He'd break another controller. I've told that story once or twice here on the channel. Hope you don't mind. I never outed you as that guy, but I guess I just did. Yeah, can confirm the story of the fabled story of my friend breaking his controller when his favorite character died because he was so sad. 100% happened. Ghost, I love the Payday soundtrack. I like the Payday 1 soundtrack a little bit better because it has more personality, but the Payday 2 soundtrack is excellent. Like, the games that I want and need is 12 Minutes, Ghostwire Tokyo, Spiritfarer, and the New Ori. Okay, so you like platformer-style games, as well as just...
Another platformer fan.
I'm trying to think of games that I think you would like for me. Because I feel like there's one on the tip of my tongue that I'm just not recalling. But Bastion is on there. Bastion is really cool.
Okay. Well, no, probably not a clear example. But example of a game that we play because of the soundtrack.
Yes. Guild Wars 2.
Mega Man X8.
Mega Man X8? The one I had was X4. Which one was X8? I guess that's kind of a hard question because they're all kind of the same.
Yeah, it's just more of the same, but
Yeah.
that franchise, the X franchise, the platformer, you change color when you change weapons.
Yeah.
Like having another soldier on the field.
Courtney, I would check the stores for Hollow Knight. I don't know if you're a Switch owner or not, but Hollow Knight is on sale for like $3 right now. So it might be on sale at other places.
Woo! Another one bites the dust. It's like Christmas.
So riddle me this: in 2, do you still have severe bullet trajectory like you do in 1.
What do you mean? Like the problems you're having?
No, like I wouldn't call this a problem, but with single shot weapons specifically, I'm having to genuinely lead my targets.
I think that's about the same. There is no bullet drop.
Yeah,
but
there's
I do think there is.
bullet delay.
Yeah, there's like travel time. I think that exists.
Because I've tried to shoot things at distance and they just walked away from it.
Hollow Knight might be on PC. I'm not quite sure. But, ooh, Courtney. Okay. I might change your whole world with this. So I know I recommended Bastion. But the makers of Bastion actually make a bunch of games. And they're all very well... The soundtracks are amazing. And the art style is really cool. So I would recommend, and you should write this down. And Kaylin, if you can listen to me and just type this after I say it. Bastion, Transistor, Pyre, and Hades. That is the games that this developer has done. Supergiant Games is the name of the developer. You might like Transistor a lot. Because I've heard really good things about that one. It's got a cool art style and a really good soundtrack. Those are all on PC. You might like them. I don't know. They're not for everybody, but they're cheap games that you can get on PC. I can personally recommend all of them.
What you want?
Don't know what you're looking for. But
And back.
Earl needs food badly. Okay, we got 2 quests.
Don't you hurry back.
Dang. Kaylin coming in clutch with all the correct spelling. My man. I hear you hopping. Alright, let's go. Yeah, Courtney, Kaylin typed all of those game names. Give those a look. See if any of those are something you're actually interested in. Yeah, they've got... They are kind of action games. Like Bastion and Transistor are top-down action games with a story, a really cool art style, and a really good soundtrack. Pyre is a little more strategy, and it's got a larger cast of characters, but the soundtrack and the art style are amazing.
Hades, that item of the day.
That Defender class mod.
Gosh.
Dang. Can you not afford it?
Nope.
Do you want it?
No.
Okay.
Not enough for us to blow all our money on it.
Thank you for saying that. Because I was about to.
If there's one that I really want,
Please
then
stop me.
I'll probably empty my inventory to get it.
Yep. But Hades is the newest one they're still working on, but it's out in early access. It's another action game. All right, ready when you are.
Oh, dinner's here.
Nice. I'm gonna get some water, so I'll be right back as well.
Hello! There are new missions available on the New Haven bounty board. Greetings! Here's some jobs for you in New Haven.
All right.
All right, I'm back. Later, Kellen. All right. Back in it.
Onward and upward.
I do feel like we broke this game a little bit with all the shift weapons, but I don't care.
You feel like what?
We broke the game a little bit with all the shift weapons we got. Because, like, this rifle I've got is owning everything.
Well, good.
I mean, if you're cool with it, I'm cool with it. Corey says, I'll look him up. Haven't played a game since World of Warcraft. Played pretty much since it came out, and then it just lost it for me. Played pretty much every game. I said.
Another MMO player.
Yeah, we played a few MMOs back in our day. McCoy still plays a lot of them.
Another WoW player. Those are rare.
Are they really? Because I feel like...
WoW lost a lot of its fan base with Mists of Pandaria.
Did it really?
Mm-hmm. And with the newest expansion, they didn't get any of them back. Because with how the story has gone, again, a fan of story-driven games, with how the story has gone, they have done a bad job of trying to keep it alive, but what they're really doing is just delaying the inevitable, and not even really delaying it as much as kind of just dancing around it.
Yeah.
So, when there are like most game developers, and the player base tends to think that there are a number of viable options on how a story could progress or should progress, but they go a different route with it. So,
well, McCoy and I are very similar in the fact that story can completely ruin a game for us, even if we absolutely love everything else about it. And for its like fifth time appearing in this stream, Guild Wars 2 is the prime example of that. We were both so hyped on Guild Wars 2. We played the crap out of it, and they dropped the ball on the story so hard that playing it just angered us.
Well, we got to go back in time. It started with Guild Wars 1. We played the crap out of Guild Wars 1.
We did.
And they elected to go a different path with some of the creation designs and battle mechanics, class mechanics, skills, all that kind of stuff, weapon choices, and we either get over it or we don't get over it.
Right.
So we got over it and we enjoyed that. But Guild Wars 1 was so rich in just how the story was told.
Right.
That's what we came to expect it too. And they didn't drop the ball, they didn't give us. And on top of not giving us anything, they also elected to spit in our faces with what was, because of what felt like political agenda of the day and age.
Yeah. Regardless of how you feel about any specific, like, I'm not going to go into detail, any specific, like, hot topic of the time, if a story changes itself in any way just to say something to be relevant, that's bad writing. And
Well,
what,
it wasn't even the sad part is Guild Wars 2 wasn't even a hot topic. They took the bad guys, the char, and they made them the sympathetic vote, and tried to twist them as the misunderstood, not really bad, good guys, and the humans are bad.
one sec. Courtney said, my account was a birthday present. I grew up watching them play Baldur's Gate and Warcraft. I actually loved Mists of Pandaria. It was the Warlords of Draenor that killed me. Also, they are coming out with a Baldur's Gate 3.
Baldur's Gate.
Don't know if you saw that, Courtney.
Baldur's. I don't play Baldur's, but I have in the past.
I never got to,
Honestly,
but I really want to.
Part of the problem with WoW is actually Blizzard. Believe it or not, I've never been a huge Blizzard fan, and going back to our previous discussion of the art style of the game can actually be a turnoff for me. I've never been a big fan of the super cartoony stuff.
Right.
So it's very surprising that I played WoW because of the cartoony nature of it, and it's very surprising that I played Overwatch because of the cartoony nature of it.
But
they're
real quick,
great games.
Their cutscenes, though.
By far. So, but because of the nature of the business and how they've elected to do things, Blizzard just completely cornered the market on everything that they've put their hands to. They have the Midas touch. With the
Where'd the
most
go?
recent WoW expansion and the hopeful announcement of Diablo 4, where all they did at BlizzCon was announce Diablo Mobile, their stocks plummeted. So part of the problem with WoW is actually Blizzard. For a company that's done so well and made so many good decisions,
they make some really stupid decisions.
When they make a bad decision, it's world-ending
Yes.
for them.
Yes.
But they don't make bad decisions often. And that's,
but when they roll a fail, it's a critical fail.
Oh, they roll a natural one, man. They roll a natural one. And they did that, and their stocks plummeted. A lot of their patronage decided to give up on them.
Yeah.
And parkour. And a lot of that came from the most recent BlizzCon. And it was kind of sad to see. It was kind of sad to see both from their perspective as well as the player's perspective. So it was sad that they didn't provide and perform to what people expected, but it was sad that their 20, 30-year patrons had enough that they just kind of gave up on them.
Towers, watch out. Come on. Okay. Got to a safe spot. Working on the gallon turret, but I gotta sit tight.
Can I reach it from here? You already kill it.
Working on the gallon turret on the left, but they got a rocket turret to the right. Gallon turret's down. Courtney says, Blizzard thinks they know what we want, but they don't listen. Pandaria and Northrend has the best look for me, in quotes. First time I actually noticed and loved the music was those two expansions. I think Jeremy Soule did the music for those expansions. I know he did Mists of Pandaria. Which, want to talk about good music, Jeremy Soule is the king of video game music. They actually call him the John Williams of video game music.
Oh, come on. Crap. Apparently I can't kill the gunner.
on. Got it. Whew. So Jeremy Soule did the music for Guild Wars 2. Again. And Guild Wars 1. But he also, I don't know why I didn't credit him here first. He did the music for all 3 main Elder Scrolls games that we know and love. Morrowind, Oblivion, and Skyrim. He did the music for all of them, and you can tell because all of the music shares a tone. But what Jeremy Soule does... Got it. What he does so well is he tells a story through tone. Elder Scrolls, you always know when you're in an Elder Scrolls game because of how they do, like the.
You want to know what the Elder Scrolls giveaway is?
What?
The percussion.
Really?
Every time.
I'm not promoting it, Courtney, because as much as I love the combat and the mechanics of Guild Wars 2, I just can't get behind it anymore because they just dropped the ball with the story and they stopped taking it seriously. And it just became overly childish.
And at this point, I actually tried to play it recently.
You didn't tell me
without
that.
having any real bias. Which,
Yeah.
It's hard to say after what we just talked about.
Right.
But without having much bias, it's an old game now.
Yeah. It is.
It's
7 years old.
It's not new. It's got subpar graphics. I'm surprised you still like the combat because the combat's actually below subpar.
Well, see, for me, the combat,
what exists now.
I rope the combat in with the character building. Because the character building, the class combination is next level for me. And maybe I'm just looking at it through nostalgia glasses, but the fact that I can make pretty much anything from any class and do it in creative and interesting ways is just really cool. But no, Jeremy Soule, if you look up the Elder Scrolls Morrowind, Oblivion, and Skyrim themes, they're going to sound similar in such a way to where you're like, oh yeah, this is Elder Scrolls, kind of like you always know when you're watching an Avengers movie. But what he does is he changes the style based on the story that is being told. Like Morrowind has more of an aura of mystery to it because it was our first time stepping into that kind of open world with him at the helm of the music, and Morrowind is just a strange place, and so it fits the tone there.
It's the story.
Right.
But Morrowind's story is one of mystery. Skyrim's story is one of civil war.
And Oblivion's
story is one of just pure domination by an otherworldly entity.
And even and Oblivion has that kind of military sound because Cyrodiil it's Cyrodiil, right? It's the home of the Imperials.
For chumps.
Cyrodiil that was a good shot. Cyrodiil's the home of the Imperials, so it's got a militaristic sound. And then you go to Skyrim, and you've got the chants and the battle cries and everything because
the home of the Nords.
It fits the tone of the Nords. And so Jeremy Soule does kind of what Howard Shore did with Lord of the Rings, and he wrote music for the culture of the worlds, not so much the stories. That's what he did with Guild Wars 2. Each theme for the individual races tell their story through simply orchestra. And I love that. That's so cool. That's not worth it. But if I had to suggest one song for Jeremy Soule that is not Elder Scrolls, because you've probably heard all those, Fear Not This Night. I get chills still every single time I hear it. So I'm going to type this in the chat. Just giving you a bunch of homework, Courtney. There you go, Courtney. There's your other homework to listen to. Courtney said, I think my problem with recent WoW is the way they are telling the story has changed. There was a book that explained why the most recent expansion pack is happening. A book. See, I don't think that... I'm all for, like, innovation in storytelling, like telling stories in weird ways, which people on the channel might learn sooner rather than later. Hint, hint, maybe. Nudge, nudge. But... So I do think it's kind of cool that there are books out there to expand on the lore, but if it's like, you have to read the book to understand the story that's happening in the game, that's... Ugh, that's bad.
Level, so electric damage and daze.
I'm moving on. I didn't even realize you weren't with me.
24% team elemental effect chance.
That's nice.
Nice enough to try and use.
I personally probably won't use elemental effect chance a lot unless if I find a gun.
So you're not
elemental effect
gun for elemental procs.
No, that is not a selling point for me.
Okay.
I'm going
Because
for good gun
the
first.
other one
Elemental
that's for
effect is
sale-
just icing on the cake.
The other one that's for sale that is cheaper is plus 44% corrode damage.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Courtney says, "Oh man, does not say that. That's me. That is totally me." Courtney says, "As in an MMORPG, the most impact I have is what my gear looks like and how they do damage. The story is now driven by the big box characters." Ghost says, "What I missed, just got back from a phone call. My friend asked me how to get some weapons in Borderlands 2. We've just been talking about music and art style in games, Ghost. Do you have any...
Well, and I'm gonna be, since I know that you're not a WoW player.
Yeah,
I'll be real vague.
take the reins with that.
No, I'm gonna be real vague about this. Just no, it's not gonna be accurate. So lay off all my WoW numbers. In the storyline, you end up fighting this big bad. Think of a cosmic celestial entity, right? In order to defeat said entity, they have to ask other cosmic entities to lock him away.
Mm-hmm.
And to summarize, he is, or has the potential to be a world eater. He can destroy entire worlds, right? Well, before they lock him away, he takes his sword and stabs it clean through the world.
Mm-hmm.
And what that does, if I'm not mistaken, what that does is that makes it to where the core of that world, if he can stab the world through its core, it unleashes a titan at the world's core. So, I say all this, I lay all this down, because instead of electing to follow that and have an expansion, two expansions, endless amounts of expansions, because that's the WoW fashion, is having an ever-evolving, never-ending story.
Right.
They basically, they've kind of pigeonholed themselves to have an ending, and it's very odd.
Yeah, I got the gut bruiser on the right.
Because they could easily have made this locked away immortal bad guy again, and or unleashed the Titan at the core of the world and made them a final boss. But they seem to have forgotten that happened.
That sucks. Crap. I got the badass raider. Oh crap, I don't. Oh, that worked, alright.
need a
Wasn't expecting that.
corrosive revolver. I could go all of the above and just combine everything and make the masses happy and do corrosive SMGs, but that may be what I end up doing.
Yeah. Courtney says, "Oh no, you had to read the book, and what was told on the book does not reflect on the game. And it may be that I don't have the whole game story yet, but the book said she doesn't want death, then massacres civilians, the like of which WoW hasn't seen." That's confusing.
Target hit.
Ow. Seriously?
Oh, you know that hurt.
Well, corrosive proc video section.
It's like having a
What?
I got kicked off the map, and it downed me because of fall damage.
Really?
And then I got a second wind because a corrosive proc killed something.
That's really funny.
Transfusion grenade? You're really not gonna take a transfusion grenade?
I didn't see it.
A vampire grenade.
I'm familiar.
Transfusion grenade steals health and gives it to you.
Right. Yeah, I used to use those.
Yeah. Where do we build into next? Eventually I'm gonna have to respec anyway, just letting you know.
Yep. I love my shotgun. I've been using the same shotgun for like 10 levels. Alright. Let's find this stupid robot a repair kit.
Poor claptrap. He's not stupid, he's just misunderstood.
No, he's stupid.
No, he is quite the dumb.
He is stupid. Crap. See if you can get up there. All eyes are on you. Keep watching. You gotta jump for it.
No, it's on a rope, I can kill it.
I've shot a lot of bullets up there. Courtney says, "Servant, they have actually gone back to that. And the reasoning for the most recent expansion pack, from what I know, is that what's happening now is a symptom of that."
Oh. Able to get up there. Nope. That didn't even let me.
Got it. I just reached for it real good. Let's get more inventory space. Stupid robot.
Please follow me.
And a chest.
Oh, he's actually going to lead us to something? Good job, Claptrap. Ooh. Okay, Claptrap. Not a great gun, but I'm gonna play with it anyway because it's explosive damage. That sounds like fun.
I love my shotgun. It's the same shotgun I've used the whole game.
I mean, I've still got it. I replaced the elephant gun with this shotgun. Courtney said, I don't know, playing WoW is just more money and time that I want to spend right now. Understandable, completely. Especially for a mom. Like, you've got a family, and I couldn't imagine. If I don't have time to play something like WoW, I can't imagine what your time, your freedom looks like. I don't know, was that offensive? I did not mean to come off as offensive at all.
No, it's saying that she has more responsibilities and a lot more time commitments. Nothing offensive about that at all.
I didn't mean to be down or anything, Corey. If I was, I apologize.
That is awesome.
Being a parent is one of the hardest but most fulfilling things there is. Transfusion. Another bad SMG.
Okay. We're still looking for canned skag meat.
Oh, I've been picking up some of that.
Good.
Oh, that hurt.
I'm gonna come back to support gunner.
Blatantly missing shots. I don't know why.
Courtney said, well, the sound of fishing actually puts the kids to sleep. No, it wasn't offensive, just real. I love your kids. Every single thing you've told me about them is like the most precious thing. The first time I remember Courtney told me about her kids, it was when I was playing Sniper Elite, I believe. And I don't remember which child, but one of her kids saw the gun and was like, that's a boomer. And so for the entire stream, we called the guns boomers. And it was precious. I think that's what happened. Don't remember if boomers were the guns or the grenades. No, boom balls were grenades. That's what it was. I remember things sometimes.
I feel better already.
Oh. Oh, wow, okay. I've got it.
Woo, another one bites the dust.
Let's try to melee something. Now, melee is insta-kill. Grumble, grumble. Grumble, grumble.
Just stomach it till Borderlands 2.
I mean, I enjoy the first one. I'm just...
It's frustrating not finding a playstyle that exactly meshes.
I mean, I know the playstyle, but it's the playstyle that is meant to go with this character.
Right.
I'll probably end up doing that. I'll probably respec and run SMGs. Run elemental SMGs. I just got a respec for it, though.
Courtney said, "Aw, thanks. Yeah, it was Sniper Elite, and it was my daughter. She was the one that taught my son gun safety. Boomers don't boom people. People use the boomer to boom people." That's adorable. Alright, let's shotgun this spider ant. This freaking spider ant. Let me shoot your butt. There it is. Oh look, a fire revolver. You get all the cool stuff.
You're not building elemental, or else you get cool stuff too.
Well, I mean, if
You just
there
want
were...
the biggest damage number.
I mean, not necessarily. I just want a nice combat rifle and a nice shotgun. That's really all I need. There just haven't been very many good ones. The only good combat rifles I've found have been from shift chests, which is why we're totally opening up another shift chest or two when we get back to the place.
Heck yeah.
Is it just me, or have we been walking through, like, garbage heaps for the past hour and a half?
Welcome to Borderlands.
Courtney said, "We actually have bought a gun. There have been some home invasions. We now own a pistol, and my daughter told us before we could tell her she can't touch the boomer because she's not big enough." How old are your kids? You've told me before, but I forget things. I'm one of those people that has an insanely good memory for completely useless information, but I will forget your name if you tell me straight to my face. I will forget it 5 seconds later because I wasn't listening. I was actually somewhere else in my own head.
Another notch on my way.
Just kidding. I'm totally going corrosive revolvers.
Yeah?
The first corrosive revolver I picked up.
Corrosive or fire?
Corrosive. I have the fire one, but I picked up a corrosive one.
Gotcha. Oh, hey there, buddy. Hey there, buddy.
Does it show you my my dots? Or am I the only one that sees my dots?
I can't see your dots. Also, I need a revive, probably. I'll do blood to death. Got him.
Well, as the individual who has been skillfully and proficiently trained in firearms, I would recommend taking a self-defense class, getting very familiar with it. I'd recommend, if home invasions are the main concern, having a plan, not being paranoid, but having a plan. I would recommend knowing different vantage points, different funnels. Trying not to use big scary words.
Well, Courtney's ex-military, so.
Find a kill hole. Find a chokehold that you can move to.
Yeah, she and her husband served in the army.
Oh, well, then I don't need to be telling her this.
Yeah.
She's
forgot.
top notch.
Yeah, I forgot which branch it was, but yeah, it was army. Daughter's about to turn 5. My son is 6. We have gun safe and stuff. Your younger daughter taught your son gun safety. I love it. What gun is that?
Stephen.
Is that an SMG or a combat rifle?
An SMG.
Son of a whore.
I wish it was a combat rifle.
Son of a
I would
whore.
give it to you.
It's fine. Now, McCoy is, how would you describe your position? Police officer, cop? Or you
No.
either? Yeah.
No, don't you ever say that ever again. Shame on you. I am a deputy of the sheriff. I ain't no police officer.
I got the ride.
And yes, there is a difference.
Mm-hmm. What's the difference?
So, predominantly, a sheriff's office is in charge of a detention center, also known as county jail.
Mm-hmm.
By state law, a sheriff's office has to provide a detention center, has to provide courts, has to provide papers and services, so like a warrants division, and does not, by law, have to provide any patrol function. That's up to a city municipality. The sheriff's office typically patrols outside of city limits, so out in the more rural parts of whatever county they are over, whereas a police department almost
How
exclusively
do I do this
operates
every
within city limits.
Courtney says, hell yeah, my husband was an MP. Sheriffs are elected too, right?
They are.
Yeah.
They are. Sheriffs are elected, police chiefs are hired.
Yeah. I thought that, but I wasn't sure.
An MP, bless him. You know what they say about MPs?
What's that?
I'm not going to start a war. Not going to start a war against a very scary lady. They're nice people. That's what they say about MPs. They're nice people.
I see.
MPs actually have a really difficult job.
Yeah.
Because not only are they're borderline detectives. Like the intelligence factor there is paramount, which is why they're so valued. But on top of that, they tend to have a little bit of. They get a couple glances from everybody else because it's like, it's the MPs. Be on your P's and Q's. Dot your I's, cross your T's. Don't do any of that shady stuff we were just doing.
Oh yeah, that was all me.
Well, okay then.
What?
I have deduced that I am, and I don't know why I didn't think of this beforehand, I guess. I have been trying to fight too far away.
That would make a lot of sense.
It's almost like I've been missing my damage threshold.
Courtney says, We have a great sheriff's office and a big county police. LOL, I love bacon so much I married a pig.
Oh. Now there are county police departments. Traditionally speaking, it's a city police department and a county sheriff's office. Traditionally. That's a repeater.
Yeah, the Army has MP, CID, and JAG. It would be like if there
JAG.
was, I didn't know if it was actually JAG or what.
It's
And if
JAG.
it was be like, and it would be like if there was sheriffs and then nothing until the state level.
What you want? Getting better all the time.
Level 27.
JAG, Stephen, is the military lawyers.
Right.
And there's a very old TV series called JAG.
I'm
And I've
familiar.
watched every last bit of it.
We're gonna do this quest, the next piece, and we might end there because it is getting kind of late, and I've got church in the morning.
Same.
Oh, did you get connected with the church?
Well, when my work hours normalized and I have weekends off, that became much easier.
Awesome.
So, when you're not working every other weekend, and the weekend that you're not working, you're trying to catch up on the sleep that you never got.
Yep. I remember you mentioning that was like high on your list of things to do.
Oh, it's huge. Hey,
Yeah.
I grew up moving a lot. I'm sure we'll talk about it more
Yeah.
all the time, but I grew up moving a lot every couple of years. And step number one was always for us to get plugged into a church,
Absolutely.
because that's where we found our grounding. That's where we found a lot of my social circles originated from there. A lot of the people that would help us with, where can we do this, and who can we ask questions to, what other families can we get plugged in with. So
Yeah.
that's always been top priority with a new move. And when I moved here for my job, that was the plan, but that plan became very, very back burner,
Right.
not very plausible.
Right. Not low importance, but just not viable.
Well, it eventually became low importance just because it was either get sleep or go to sleep in church.
Right.
So, not a good time. Not a good stage of life.
Courtney
But
says we're so darn rural that I don't think we have a city police. CID is technically detectives, but they only get involved depending on the rank of those involved.
Interesting.
And if we do have city police, they are small.
That I can believe.
Yeah.
So in our county, we have and it truly is a city municipality, but their patrol force is 3 officers. That is the whole patrol force. And truth be told, county actually does a fair amount of patrolling in that area as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not a negative by any means. It's just kind of how our partnership has worked.
Greetings!
Right.
Well, it appears has more jobs for you in New Haven.
I was going to say something that I forgot. Well, let's walk it. This ammo regeneration is nice.
Yes, it is.
I might play support gunner. Because I noticed that tactician gives shield, regen. I thought it was health regen. Health regen would be a keeper. Shield regen, not so much.
Shield regen's good too.
Not the way it seems to work, because it's not a delay thing, it's more of a charge rate that I increase.
Oh.
If I could decrease the delay.
So you're not just ticking.
No. Like, it doesn't just
Ticking
constantly regen shield. No, I think it just increases the charging rate. That's why it sucks.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, that's not as good.
Yeah. Crom's Canyon. Didn't we just clear this place?
Nah, man. We cleared that other guy's canyon.
Yeah, that was that other dude.
Yeah, the guy next door.
It was Dom.
He has a canyon too. Yeah, Dom's canyon. Not to be confused with Dom from Fast and Furious. Different Dom.
Alright, we're going left. When he says, I think our law enforcement situation is also impacted by our proximity to interstates and highways that leads right into DC. Oof. Yeah.
We are on the major vein that goes through the state, top to bottom. And our county is not very wide, but it's extremely long, and it just so happens to go clean down that interstate. So we get all the trouble that comes out of Atlanta. We get all the trouble that comes out of Savannah. We get all the trouble that comes out of Lower Tennessee.
Yeah.
So we've had any stupid stuff you can think of that comes out of a big city. We have been less than fortunate to deal with it. But since I have worked there, we have not had anything that those involved have not walked away from, and that in and of itself is a blessing.
Courtney says, fun fact about where I live, it's actually the birthplace of Lewis from Lewis and Clark, as well as where John Wilkes Booth chased to. So that's Crom.
Claptrap.
Is he really a villain? He just killed Claptrap. We're here to give him a medal, because I'm considering it.
Are we here to become friends? Can we be
Yeah.
friends?
Can I shake this guy's hand? Sir, can you stop shooting me long enough for me to shake your hand?
New tactic, phase rush in and revolver their face for a lot of corrosive damage.
Excellent.
I was playing more of a mid-range, and it just wasn't working. Even though revolvers kind of are like toned-down sniper rifles.
Right.
Let's put that one.
That's a grenade.
Not getting rid of my elephant gun, but I do just want to. So a
This is rough.
rocket launcher with a 4 times heat, 4 times incendiary proc.
That sounds nice.
Nailed it.
I'm running, I'm running, I'm running, I'm running, I'm running.
It was actually, it's been a couple of days now. There was a nasty, nasty incident in Dallas,
Really?
here in Fort Worth, which is actually where I grew up. Lived in Fort Worth.
In Borderlands, compared to games I watch my husband or friends play, pistols are tiny snipers. Yeah, that's kind of the deal in this game.
Pay more attention next time.
We've reached this point culturally where the strange and the bad are now so common. We're down. Rather.
Oh crap. Are you reachable? Did you get second wind?
Thank you, corrosive.
That was close. I have to charge up their front door. Got a turret for them. Oh,
I'll get there in a second. I'm going up the other side.
I got the guy. Got him.
Minions attack! Zazonians!
Oh look. An electric repeater.
Go team.
Corrosive sniper rifle.
Gold things. Oh, those are class augments.
That would have been nice.
Or did you? I'm always watching you, friend. Be careful.
Were those class augments, or was that just money?
Money.
I was like, ooh, gold things.
Yeah. That would have been nice. You know, I'm going to take this electric repeater. I'm going to actually play with it.
Good man. I got a fire repeater, or a caustic corrosive repeater, and it's actually done pretty well. The electric will do well. It deals with,
Shoot.
I forget what electric is good against.
It's shields.
Shields?
Yeah, it's shields. And that's good because, like, I mean, something I could use to take the shields down of a bigger enemy, then swap to a bigger gun. Because electric eats shields for breakfast. It's great.
Yes, so does caustic.
Caustic is armor.
Oh, I'm dead.
Because there's two different health bars. There's red and then there's like yellow health bars. That's what caustic does really good against.
Hey, I made it back this way.
Oh, you got the door? Am I running for nothing? No, you're behind me.
think I'm behind you.
You are. Alright, we're gonna travel to the underpass? Really? But as we begin to wind down the stream, what do you think, McCoy? This has been your first stream with us. Having
I
fun
don't
yet?
like it. It feels
You don't like
funny.
it? Feels funny? Too bad.
It's been fun.
Yeah,
It's been good.
it has been good. You've been a good fit so far.
Gotta tone it down.
I got the ride.
Gotta be polite. Gotta be internet polite.
That's the hardest part of streaming, is being internet polite.
Greetings! Helena Pierce has more jobs for you in New Haven.
So I totally saw one of these wind turbines out of the corner of my screen.
Mhm.
Oh no, dragon's back.
I'm sorry I dragged you halfway across the continent.
Good man.
I have got to shave tomorrow. My beard is getting a little bit too intense.
Miss my beard.
It's in the itchy phase for me right now, and I can't stand it.
I can't have one because the most we can have is a big old mustache.
Why is
And
that?
I tried doing that, and people started asking me where my white panel van was, so I just got rid of it.
There is a siren shock artifact that I just grabbed. He must not be Courtney. He hasn't said anything in a while. But it says we got 4 people watching. I know Courtney's one of them, and then I'm the other one probably. See, my beard's not even intense. Like, if you saw my beard, you'd be like, wow, Steven, you're a baby. But, like, I just hate the itchiness, especially with the heat here.
Wow, Steven, you're a baby.
Well, you smell. I don't know.
I guess you're leaving.
Alright, let's travel back to not Sanctuary.
Helena Pierce has more jobs for
New
you in
Haven.
New Haven.
You killed the ugly one. I asked Pierce to give you Class A clearance, and she declined, so I stole her robotic arm until she gave it. You should have little trouble moving forward. Are we friends? I think I would enjoy that.
Tanis is nuts.
Yep.
She crazy. And I didn't realize that Helena Pierce was as much in this game as she is. She meets a grisly end in Borderlands 2 very early on.
Such is the universe we find ourselves in.
New Haven. Courtney says, my husband gets itchy dandruff on his scalp and He had to get beard oil for his face because his beard was starting to make it snow. Yeah, mine's done that before and it's disgusting. I hate myself.
You should get some. Yeah, you should get some maintenance stuff. There's some really good beard oils.
That is awesome.
110 times 9.
It's what I had, but with a scope. Oh wait, is that just... Yep. That's what I just got, but without the scope, with more damage. Oh look, more shotguns.
Now this is loot.
This is literally the exact same chest I got.
Those are the same 2 guns.
Some kind of
Like
BS.
The literal same 2 guns.
I'm gonna take that shield. You can take that bouncing Betty if you want it.
Take it. I got corrosive grenades.
I'm gonna use one more. Ho ho ho! Eh. Actually,
The top one is definitely the better one out of the 2.
I like that fire rate. I'm down.
Maybe I'll even let you get a shot in.
You just picked the wrong.
Alright, shoot me with that, shoot me with that, that new assault rifle.
Okay.
Gotta learn to punch your weight class.
Pretty good damage.
You think you got what it takes?
Sure, I'll close my eyes.
The best.
That was my new sidearm.
I like it.
Let me try this shotgun.
Me? Fight you?
Shotgun had you so close. So close. The pump,
Almost one hit.
the pump in this shotgun is very weak. Like it's so slow.
You wanna fight? Don't worry, I'll make this quick.
So I'm gonna see about that one. Let's see what happens with this one.
It says I've already challenged you to a duel.
It says it's no longer valid.
I'm issuing you a challenge,
Yeah,
Joe.
this should be entertaining.
Ooh, that shotgun's weak. Ooh. Not a fan of the shotgun. I'm just gonna go back to my old one.
RPG!
And let me try this one. So, funny story about me and Anna. Yeah, shotguns just aren't doing the trick for you. But funny story about me and Anna. When we dated the first time, when we were freshmen in high school, or freshmen in college, close. But we were walking at the park, and I was like, "Hey, be honest," because I had shaved. I was like, "Hey, be honest. Do you like the beard or do you not like the beard?" And she's just like, "Yeah, whatever's fine." And I was like, okay, but like gun to your head, like someone's like, you need to pick Stephen with a beard or Stephen without the beard. And I tried to get a solid answer out of her because Anna is so sweet. She doesn't like to share her opinion if she feels like it'll change the opinion of others, because she doesn't want to make someone feel bad about what they think. So I fought and fought really hard to get her to just say one way or the other, and she finally said, "I like the beard." And ever since, I have not shaved my face entirely.
Nice.
Son of a whore.
Well. Well.
I hate everything.
Well, there's violence.
It's mine. It's my gun. Do you want it?
It's really good.
It's yours.
It's not caustic, but it is one of the violence guns.
Is that one you've been looking for?
It's just one of the legendaries. Let me see if I still have. I thought I had all the Borderlands revolvers pulled up.
It's like Christmas.
Yeah, I still got it.
One more. You know what? You know what? You know what?
What? Oh, baby.
Let's duel.
Oh, baby. It's go time.
Alright, let me just fire off a shot. I want to see what it does. Just let this happen. Really? I just want to see what my rocket launcher does.
Oh my gosh!
It's a 3-round burst. Good lord, that's a lot of damage. Take your gun before it disappears.
Oh man, priceless. Let me look at all the legendary.
You know what's great
revolvers.
is that since I have ammo regeneration, I can basically use the rocket launcher however much I want.
I don't think it's legendary. Yeah, it is because it even has a quote.
Yeah.
Violence.
Yeah, Courtney, that's how I feel about myself. Like, I look like a child when I don't have facial hair. So I need it. Very much so.
See, I need... I need the Defiler. Chance to cause explosions. The Defiler has a 4x corrosive, chance for increased contagion damage.
Mm-hmm.
That's the Defiler.
Yes? Did you need something? Happenings outside of New Haven are not my concern. I don't know who sent Tannis or why she's here, but it strikes me as strange.
This wiki is
Watch
not
your back out there.
100% accurate, not that I expected it to be.
God.
So where does violence fit in?
One more, because I'm addicted.
It is legendary.
God dang, these stupid sniper rifles. I don't want a sniper rifle. I want a legendary assault rifle, you stupid freaking game.
Just do it again, man. Just do it again.
Alright, yeah, one more. One more. Oh, look. SMGs. One more, I got one more.
You've got one more, or you're doing one more?
I've got 48 more. I'll get down to 45. Mordecai. Really? Blue repeaters? Are you freaking kidding me? Sure, I'll take these. Then Mordecai is the sniper.
Yeah,
for this
buddy.
game. More SMGs. You taking either of these?
No, man. Go for it.
Alright, I'll do one more.
I got one more in me.
Really?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I'm taking it. Here, fight me real quick. I want to see what this thing does.
Oh my god. I know exactly what it does.
It shoots bullets, I know. Just let me take a shot. I'm just trying to get a damage gauge. Wow. Does not.
Were
deal
either
with
of those
shield
headshots?
spells. Both of those were headshots. Try it again. Don't move. Two headshots. McCree is Overwatch. He's the guy that's like, it's high noon.
It's high noon.
Apparently the voice actor for McCree will say that in the McCree voice while playing Overwatch just to freak out people thinking that they're about to get high noon. And that's an unfair advantage.
That is both respectable and dirty.
That's super dirty. Alright, that's gonna end it for tonight's stream.
I think you've got one more in you.
Nope. I already used 10 in the past like 2 minutes. So
I think you've got one more in you.
I think you can.
Hey,
I think you can.
It could be a assault rifle. You
and
could
it could
get
also
one of the
be
legendary assault rifles.
It could also be 3 more legendary revolvers that you get. So, no.
No, man, because we also
You know
have to get
what's frustrating
legendary,
is that if you had launched Borderlands Handsome Collection first, before you launched the Game of the Year edition, you would have gotten 75 shift codes for this game.
Why?
As a sign of loyalty for coming back to the. It's like a loyalty thing they did, and apparently it only happens when you start a new character if you have a Handsome Collection save file. And I didn't know this until after we'd already started playing. I looked up why I had so many shift codes, and that is why.
I mean, so all I have to do is start a new character.
I don't know if it'll work that way. You might have to delete your save file on this game. I would try it, like, just launch pre-sequel, or launch, like, pre-sequel or Borderlands 2, the Handsome Collection, just something in there. Create a character, immediately leave the game, come back in this, create a new character, see if you get the shift codes, because they are account-wide. Alright, Courtney said you could do one more. Just because Courtney said that, I'm going to do one more. Andrew, you have no power here.
Oh, man. Do it and you're cool. Assault rifles! Purple shotguns. Gosh, that's a slow shooting shotgun, too.
It is. What about you? I like that shotgun. It's okay, Courtney. I got a shotgun I like. Here, let me see what the kind of damage is for this. Please
At
just
what
let
distance?
me. We're gonna try 2 distances. Stay there. Okay, stop backing up. Stay right there. You're outside the barrier. What just exploded, by the way?
Yeah, I healed.
Good lord. This thing aims for the head. like instantly, so I have to actually pull it down to maximize damage. But anyway, that's going to be it for the stream tonight. We will be streaming more Borderlands more often. McCoy also has Division 2, and we're trying to grind him up. So Division 2, he's a part of the new core, I think is fair to say.
No. Oh, no.
Yeah. Oh, yes. We'll be playing more Borderlands. Just any game that I can get McCoy to join me on, I'm going to try to get him to do with me on stream. Because
I mean, I'm down.
I miss playing these games. Courtney, I really appreciate you hanging out with us this whole time. This has been some good conversation. And I hope that you find something something of value with not only the music that I reference you to, but also those games. Oh, hey, GR Ghost is still here. Good night. Good night, Ghost. Thanks for sticking with us, too. But next thing we have on the channel is going to be the podcast at 12 p.m. Central on Monday. I definitely recommend watching that because it's all of our E3 roundup, and we have some good conversation about the games and stuff coming out. Yeah, they're kind of different, Courtney, but they usually go on after we've already streamed, so it works out pretty good. But yeah, we will talk to you guys some other time. Later.
Yep.
Have a good Sunday.